story. A girl named Alice got very curious about a little white rabbit who passed by. She followed him and soon found herself falling down a very deep hole into a strange place called Wonderland.
Maybe cigarettes and alcohol are like medicine.
Nowadays, there are still girls and boys whose curiosity leads them to strange places.
Welcome everybody. Welcome. How we doing? Hope you're all having a fantastic week. I hope things are going well. I'm sorry that I haven't streamed yesterday and Monday like I wanted to. Things are coming up here, and I'm um getting ready for some stuff. I don't want to, but it kind of needs to happen, and I'll go into more detail on it later on. But for now, hi. How we doing? Tonight's gonna be fun. We are playing some Powerwash Sim with Meep, a good friend of mine who I met through a Deathbringers channel. Very fun variety streamer. She does a lot of like Arc and a whole lot of other fun stuff. She's really cool, and I'm glad that she said yes to this because honestly, I've been wanting to do a lot more collabs for a while, and this is a good place to start with that. So how we doing, guys? How we all doing? How's everybody's Wednesday been? Tell you, it really didn't feel like Wednesday to me, because I had yesterday off, and I was gonna play Halo with Damien, but him and I actually got sidetracked talking about some other stuff. But hopefully we're gonna try picking that up either tomorrow or some other time. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know when, but supposedly soon-ish. Because I really want to get back into that, and I have one of my coworkers absolutely pestering the shit out of me to play Halo 2 with him, and I'm like, I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, we're doing some power wash, and Meep and I are gonna do like a pseudo interview with each other, so that's gonna be a little silly and fun. I don't know. We just kind of are just here. Let me get my game up and going real quick, just to just have like the window open, and then we'll fix her up at in a mo. Or my game can just completely take over, and let me do this, and then I also have Meep's little channel there if you want to go check her out. She's also streaming. I think she's also doing like some preamble stuff right now. Why is there a privacy policy that I need to accept through? You'd think I would have already done something like that. Probably because new update and I haven't played anything on it. Pardon. I don't know, I've got just a little schmutz in my voice. I really hope I'm not getting sick, because if one of my coworkers got me sick, so help me God, I'm going to pull a Hank Hill, and I'm gonna kick his ass, I'll tell you what. But yeah. So we've got that. I'm gonna pop back onto here and turn my music down just a smidgen, because it's a little loud for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's a little bit loud for me. Is my phone charging? It is charging. It's hard to tell with wireless charging, because sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. I don't know. Let me also get a... I'm just kind of... I guess I'm still setting up a little bit while also still waiting on me. But I don't know if we're... who's contacting me? I guess I'll message her in a second. I guess I'll... see. I think I'm pretty much ready. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I think tonight. I think this will be fun. I'm using Discord chat. Oh shit. Okay, I thought we were doing a thing. I don't know where. I see no voice in Discord, so I guess I'll just hop in a quick. I guess we'll. I don't know. I don't see her in a like on her server or. Cause we'll just. I guess we'll do that, and then if I get dragged somewhere, I get dragged. But I don't know. But hi, Scales. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing fantastic this evening. Oh, thanks for that phone. JS. Welcome, welcome. Ah, man, we didn't pass the vibe check. It's fine though. No matter what, you're still welcome here, and I appreciate that follow. Thank you very, very much. I guess we're still doing. Oh, no. Scales, thank you for that follow. Why is it still?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh my goodness, hi Ian!
Hi. Good to be here.
Oh,
Good.
this is gonna be awesome.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yes.
Oh yes. Okay, so first of all, thank you. This is gonna be so much fun. So I've never done a co-op before in Powerwash, and I haven't played this game ever since like this morning.
Okay. We can definitely get you started up on that. Give me just a second.
Yeah. Take your time. It's all good.
Yep. See if that. Okay.
Okay, and I gotta fix you on Discord because they can't hear you.
Oh no.
Apparently people are interested in what you sound like. Isn't that weird?
It's very.
Okay, just a sec. Let me.
Yes, we got that renamed. Where is? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to rename, not remove. Ooey. Do that. We'll get that there, and awesome. Okay. So let's try this.
Alright, I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to get you so that people can hear you.
Okay. Trying to think how that'll go.
Oh, we'll figure it out. Hold on.
Playlist as a whole here. So how's your day been?
So far so good. How about yours?
It's been busy. It's been really, really busy. I won't lie.
It's sweaty, huh?
Yes, yes. The warehouse sucked, to say the least. It's just been a humid, muggy day. You know, I really it seemed like it was gonna rain. It's been cloudy all day, but like it's not. It didn't end up happening, so that sucks.
Oh. Well, I'm hoping it's gonna get better here at some point.
For sure.
Okay, I'm still trying to figure out how to make people hear you.
Let me see. Where do you have your audio from OBS coming through?
I got it coming through my headphones.
Your headphones. Okay.
Is that something that I have to fix in OBS or in Discord?
I think it would be an OBS thing.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna go and ask ChatGPT. I don't even care.
Cause let me see. I kind of have everything going through my desktop audio, so that one's also through my. Trying to remember how this goes.
OBS issue.
Right. Do me a favor. Do you have a audio mixer bar that says desktop audio?
It does.
Okay. Click the three dots, and then hit properties.
Wait. Hold on. Desktop audio active, monitor and output. Where is properties? I'm in advanced audio properties.
Oh, you're in like settings.
Right.
It should just be on the on like your main screen.
Oh yeah, okay.
Where it'll be like the audio mixer tab.
Gotcha.
And then there should be a.
Okay, let's speak, my friend.
I'm speaking. Testing
Yes.
1 2.
Yes, I can see the bar moving.
Hey.
You are moving the bar. Yes.
Sweet. So that should be working out. Let's see.
It's good. They hear it. Oh my gosh, they heard you. I think they're scared.
Oh
The
no.
bunny's like, me. Oh no, wait, they saw my face. That's why.
Oh.
Now we have ready, I think. So I know that I think I have co-op enabled because this morning, like I said, when I was trying to do the thing. Oh yeah, co-op available once a job is started.
Yeah. So I can definitely start up a map unless you want to go through your campaign and knock some of your stuff out, or if you just want to play for kicks and giggles.
I only have like the fire station. It's like 97% done.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm trying to see like what all other, because the maps do get a lot bigger and more complex as the game goes on. So I'll tell you this: do you want to do like a simple like little vehicle, or do you want to do like a big little area?
Oh, let's make a big large area.
Big large area.
I'm
Okay.
glutton for punishment.
Okay. Let's do the forest cottage. That seems right up your alley, I think.
That sounds good. Is that the shoe?
It is not. We can do the shoe if you want.
No. The shoe has given me traumas I will never be able to recover from.
Okay.
It sounds horrible. I'm sorry, but it's true. So the cottage. I think I just finished that this morning. Yeah, let's do that again. That was fun. With the stone walls around.
Was yeah, the forest cottage. Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. So start job. And then I'll let you know when I'm in. I'm still loading up.
Okay, perfect.
But it should just let you join off me.
Okay, so join a player's co-op game is an option that I have. I'm gonna click that. Friends playing, cross-platform play. No. Oh, do we need to become friends?
For whatever reason, I thought we were already friends on Steam. This is always an issue with.
I mean, I'm not really signed into Steam, so give me a second. Let me fix that.
Yeah, all good.
I'm such a horrible bunny, seriously. Nothing ever works. Nothing is prepared. Yeah, and of course I'm signed out of friends. Okay, now
There it is. Now it shows you're playing.
Yay!
And why can I not invite? It should just, or do I have to
Maybe
do
your
it?
space isn't big enough for another bunny.
Or if I click the co-op on button, there we go. It should work now.
Okay, so what do I do?
Let me see, invite friend, and then boop. That should have sent you an invite. And then you'll shift tab to open up your Steam mini menu.
Oh, hold on. Here. Where is
Should be some stuff in that. That's interesting.
game, minimize, settings. Yeah, there you are. Join.
Shows you're loading in. Oh, there you are.
Oh my gosh. Oh, hi. Oh my goodness gracious. How you doing?
Hi.
You look so puppy over there. No extension yet. Maybe one extension. Whee! Bubblegum and grime. Why would anybody put so much bubblegum on a door? Were they trying to drop a giant or something?
Sure, let's go with that.
Perfect. Well then. I don't get through this. Why do I not get through this?
It should be work. Let's see. I'm trying to relearn my controls as well.
Here we go. I'm just not close enough.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Just want to start on that side. I'll start on this other side here.
Perfect.
I
Okay, I'm
need
gonna
it.
turn my audio down just a little bit.
All right, no problem. I need a different vibe here. There we go. Okay.
Okay, Ian, I have a question.
Okay.
What is non-diegetic volume?
Non-diegetic volume. That is a new one for me. I do not know.
Okay,
I-
I've never even seen this word before, so I don't even know if I said it right, but...
I was gonna say, where are you seeing that?
So I was just in the menu...
Oh,
on
in your...
options.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to confuse you. I never tell you what I'm doing, but I always ask you questions, so you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Non-diegetic volume. Because it's with UI and feedback, so it might be like opening up your menu sounds? I don't quite know.
At least you have a somewhat of an idea.
Right. Again, at least just like pinpoint something, possibly.
Yeah, and I mean, right now it doesn't matter anyway. We're good. How you doing over there?
I'm doing good. I'm just cleaning up a shelf. There we go. I'm sorry, a
That's right.
windowsill.
You make that money, sir. That's good. Okay, just a minute. making money left and right. All I hear is ding, ding, ding. What the fluff? How are you so fast? Oh, that's right. I'm talking and not doing stuff. Sorry. Was I supposed to work over here?
Hmm?
Was I supposed to work and actually do stuff?
I mean, maybe kind of.
Oh,
I did.
okay.
I mean, do
Just a little then.
just a wee bit.
Okay, so question. So I remember that you once were playing Bathrobe Simulator. Don't ask me where that came from. No. I was thinking about the Roman bathhouse that I saw you do on stream once with Powerwash Simulator. Now, do you still play that on a regular basis?
Like Power Wash?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty consistently whenever like there's a new update. Or like new DLC. I haven't gotten to the new Warhammer DLC because I've heard mixed things on it. And plus I know absolute nothing on Warhammer, so I'm kind of hesitant. Because I know Warhammer is like a big old thing. And so like being my first experience with Warhammer being in Powerwash Simulator of all places, I'm not sure if I want to. And plus each DLC is like $7-8, so
That's I mean, I
it's
I
not
just
bad,
thought
but
about this today. Powerwash Simulator is just such a good game because it is easy. It doesn't require huge graphics. It doesn't require like anything hard. All you have to do is just blur-de-dur.
exactly. And it's like I don't even remember how I came across Powerwash Sim. I think maybe I saw a streamer play it or just heard it on like the off chance of something. And I've never really been one for simulator type games,
Okay.
like Stardew Valley or Sims or anything
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
I do like Sims and I've played a little bit of Stardew, but it's not really my cup of tea. Although I do kind of want to get back into Sims at some point.
Oh yeah, I fully understand.
But then whenever I saw like Power Wash Sim, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll give this a try. Why not? We'll see how it goes. And I just instantly fell in love with it. I don't know why. It's just something that's really simple and easy to, and it's really calming, and that's why I really like.
Satisfying.
Right.
There is something really satisfying about seeing dirt and getting rid of it with like one nice long.
Exactly, like the satisfaction of it just kind of like melting away. It's just,
Yes.
it's great.
Yeah, and so when I first got Powerwash, I actually saw a streamer Firebane. I saw him playing it, and I was like, that is the wildest game I've ever seen. And so I think it was on sale or something in that area. And I started, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So I played it for like 3 days straight. And then I kind of like played it intermittently, and then when my hard drives crashed, like my external ones, I just uninstalled it. It wasn't even there anymore, so it didn't even get uninstalled. It was just on the hard drive and got deleted.
Right.
And ever since then, I haven't picked it up. And it's been like a year and a half. And I gotta tell you, it's nice. It's a nice rediscovery game.
Also, like whenever I first started, like I played it for like days on end. Like I was like,
Yes.
I was like streaming it like constantly, pretty much becoming like just about like a Power Wash exclusive streamer for a while. And to be fair, that's what this is the game that helped me jump to Twitch affiliate.
Oh no way! That is so cool. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, this was one of the big factors in that. That and with the help of an 8-hour stream. I think it was right before Christmas 2021, is 22.
Uh-huh.
I did like a big 8-hour stream. Deathbringer was there for a little bit, and he kind of helped me give that final push.
Oh, that is awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Okay, hold on. I need a ladder. I'm a short bunny.
Okay, there. I've got a step ladder over here as well, and then you've got the big one, the actual ladder.
I'm the short.
You found the real ladder, not just the step ladder.
Yeah. You're not my real ladder. You're my step ladder. That is cute.
I love just seeing those jokes. It's like, this is my step ladder. I never knew my real ladder.
Oh, that is cute. Oh my god.
Just things like that. It's just dumb fun.
Nothing wrong with dumb fun. I mean, have you ever known me to be a smart fun person?
That's fair.
Yeah, see? I love when my self-deprecating humor works.
Same. That is my default. Although some people take it as, hey, you might need therapy.
Well, I mean, who says this isn't therapy for us, right?
Fair, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
See, now I leave little streaks everywhere, and I absolutely fluff and hate it. No, I don't want this, I want that. Give me this, give me that.
Yeah. Whenever you get like better power wash guns, like it becomes immensely easier to kind of get all of that.
I had a better gun. I just don't know why I can't find it currently. Is it because I'm doing co-op? Do I have to start over with my?
I don't think so. You should just be able to press E, or I don't know if you're using keyboard and mouse or.
Yeah, keyboard.
Okay, so pressing E should bring up like the little layout for your washer, and clicking washer, you should be able to go through a couple of things.
Hold on. Okay, so I can bring up my current loadout, but I already had a better. Oh, here we go. Okay, never mind. Medium duty pressure washer. Yes, please, thank you. Okay, I feel so much better already. Oh, now we're making waves, people. This is so much gooder in the hooder. That little giggle gets me excited. So now, Ian, I have questions.
Okay.
I have so many questions.
All right, and I may have one or two answers.
Do I get to choose which answer is better then?
I don't know. I don't know. Is this free on Steam? I don't believe so. Not at the moment. I'm sorry. I also have your chat open as well.
Oh goodness! My you are all over the place. You are omnipotent.
Yeah.
At least you're potent. I never said I was a normal person. You know this.
You're right.
But in all honesty. Okay, so we have been in each other's orbit for, I think, the better part of like 2 years now. You know.
Somewhere around that ballpark, yeah.
We've known each other through Deathbringer, who is a amazing, lovable, beautiful person who made Twitch partner, I think, like a year and a half ago now.
Yeah. Yeah. Mad props to him.
That's where we met. Now, how did you come to be in DB's community, and what got you into streaming itself? Let's start with the easy questions.
Okay. Well, we'll go with the first part of that first. Getting into DB's community, I think it was through another mutual of I Am the Captain.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, I think I met him first through playing a random game of Gary's Mod Prop Hunt.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Me and a friend were just, just whiffing around, just being goobers and just going through random just public servers. And Captain was in there.
Cool.
And it was a really fun interaction with him for the first time. Because I think I was just like, I was a very obvious prop because I wasn't familiar with the map. Because it was like a spaceship sort of map. And I had no understanding of the layout or anything like that. So I was really sticking out like a sore thumb. and he was like, he found me and I was like, you wanna try that again? You wanna, I'll give you an extra little bit of time or whatever. Kind of teach me like, hi, yeah. And then I think he offhandedly said that he was a YouTuber, streamer, something along those lines. Then dipped into his channel, and he's just a great guy. You know, he is absolutely a great person. I shout him out, but he's currently on a hiatus on, well, for unknown reasons.
Okay.
But also he doesn't really stream on like Twitch anymore. He kind of moved over to Kick a while back.
Oh, a lot of people are doing that. I mean, I have a Kick account that I've since lost the info for.
Yeah,
Obviously.
like I've set one up, and I kind of wanted to start streaming over there just to see what it's like, but I just never had the time or the chance to get all my info and set up and actually start streaming there.
Oh yeah.
So I just kind of like lurked in his chat over there, and he's kind of like the only person I know that streams on Kick. So
Okay. Yeah, I've tried it once, and I think I played like what was it, Home Improvement Simulator or something strange.
like House Flipper.
Yeah, House Flipper. That's what it was.
House Flipper's fun. I think no, it was House Flipper first and then Powerwash that kind of got me into that. But no, continue.
God, where was I have no idea. But yeah, so I was streaming on Kick for like I think twice, and at that time I wasn't really super impressed by how they were handling things, and there was like a whole bunch of controversy.
Yeah, and that's another thing that was.
You know.
Yeah, that was what made me a little bit hesitant on it too. Is just kind of hearing about like some of the creators on there and like what kind of like people there, and I was like, I don't know if that's really what I want to do, or like where I would want to make my presence known, you know. So I don't want to accidentally get roughed in with the wrong people and yada yada.
Exactly. And you know, for me, it's you know, it sounds really a little strange, but for me, it's a matter of integrity too. I don't want to be part of a platform that doesn't support what I believe in.
For sure.
That, you know, I don't want to be on a platform that doesn't represent something I'm comfortable with. So. YouTube. That'll be another thing for me that I might want to try at some point. But yeah, Kick. I don't know. Okay, have I not cleaned this yet?
And then you can also hit tab to see like an area of dirt that you may be missing. It'll kind of glow orange. Yeah.
Oh god, I hate this. This is I see. That's why I remember it so much, because you were playing that Roman bathhouse or whatever it was.
I don't think it was a Roman. I know what you're talking about. It was I think it was a sort of subway tunnel that they were renovating. No, I don't know if it's a subway tunnel, because I know there's a whole different thing. But I know it was like a renovation for maybe a club or something, is what the lore was saying. And surprisingly, yes, there is lore in a game about power washing.
I heard that. That was the one thing that I heard about, like, I think 3 or 4 months ago, actually. There was like, wait a second, there's a story, there's like actual like Easter eggs and stuff.
There's a little bit like it's very loose, and it's not really in your face about it because it's Power Wash Sim. You don't really need a story for it, but there is a little bit like a story beat sort of throughout, because like you'll get like going through campaigns, you'll get like little text messages from like your clients, and they'll say just random stuff and, you know, bring up just random topics, you know, things like happening in town. Oh, the mayor's doing this, you know, he's being really shady, I've heard he skipped town, yada yada.
Oh, okay, well that sounds interesting.
You know, cats going missing. It's a whole kit and caboodle. But yeah.
What?
Then kind of going back to, I guess, part 2 of your question of like how I really got into streaming. I think it was just kind of like an offhand thing, because I've been doing YouTube for a long time, since I was in like middle school, on and off, because you know, surprisingly it's difficult balancing school and streaming, especially when you're like 12. So
Oh, of course.
It's absolutely non-existent. It doesn't happen.
I love your ambition though.
Exactly. Like I've been like I think I started doing YouTube like pretty much 2010.
Okay.
So I've been on the block for quite a bit. You know, seeing it kind of morph and change and evolve and de-evolve in some cases. And then, you know, just dumb kid doing dumb kid stuff, you know.
Well, I mean, while we're doing the whole YouTube topic, tell me a little bit about All Things Abridged. What is it? How did you become a part of it? Tell me everything about it. What there's to know.
Okay. So I think I want to say, because my buddy, business partner, whoever you want to call it, Steven, started up that channel a while back before I really became a part of it. He was kind of doing his own thing. I think doing like an anime parody of Angel Beats, I think is what it was. Just like doing the usual. It was at that point, like, if I remember, what he was doing is mostly like in the category of YouTube poop, sort of just a parody thing like that.
Okay.
Not like proper like a bridge like you would see with like Team Force or Little Karibo, you know, the granddads of abridging. Everything always loops back to Little Karibo, and then Team 4-Star kicks in.
Now, tell me a little bit about what is All Things Abridged? What is that channel about? What does it do? Why does it exist?
So basically, its purpose, loose purpose, is kind of in the name, All Things Abridged. So at the moment, like, it's kind of just like anime abridged. Like we did, like I actually approached Steven a while back to do an abridged parody for a contest that Team 4-Star was doing, like a little abridged contest to do like make your own thing and you get a prize or something. I don't remember the exact thing, but I approached Steven's like, hey, I want to do a parody episode on Code Lyoko, which is a really obscure show that I bet only 2.5 people are gonna know.
Okay, but I've never heard of it, but I'm an ignorant German, so.
So kind of, I'm trying to think of a really short way of explaining it. The show came out around 2003 or so. Originally, it was a French show, French animated show, mixes the 2D and 3D animation elements together. So half of the show is in 2D animation, traditional 2D, and then when they go into the virtual world of Lyoko, it turns into 3D animation, and they kind of intertwine there. And the CG really dates itself because late 90s, early 2000s animation, CGI animation, like think there's another show called Reboot or Transformers Beast Wars, things like that. It was what I can kind of compare the animation style to, or at the very least the crude animation likeness, because CG in the early 90s was getting there, but it wasn't quite there.
The early age of technology.
Exactly. As the show went on, I think it ended in like 2008 or something like that. It did get a little bit better. You know, it did. Of course, with technology advancing, you know, the show advanced to yada yada. And so I basically went to Steve and said, hey, I want to do an abridged on this. I think it'd be fun. So we literally just hammering out a script. I wouldn't exactly say hammered. It's more akin to, I don't know, rushing a script, for lack of a better word, and not wanting to swear. I don't really know if you do. Like,
I'm pretty much a non-swearing bunny on stream. Off stream is a whole different role.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of limiting myself and trying to choose my words carefully here.
Oh, you can always come up with fun insults or something. Fun fantasy word.
Yeah. But we basically crapped out a script in maybe 30 minutes, less than an hour.
Oh, dang, that's cool.
You'd think, except it's just it really shows, especially when you actually watch it, which I do not recommend. It's very crude. It's very I don't recommend it. It's an absolute
Okay.
dumpster fire.
Oh.
The entirety of Code Lyoko Bridge, or how I'll refer to it now, CLA, just to keep it abbreviated, abridged, if you will. Ah, ha ha ha.
Abridged abbreviations. Okay, now we have abbreviation inception. Abridgeception?
It's a very crude show because Steven and I's humor at the time was me being in high school, it's very high school humor and very pushing the envelope of and just being stupid. It's not really thinking about it.
Well, but that's how you learn too. That's how
Exactly.
you have fun. That's how you experience stuff.
And that we even caught on to that. It's like, I think like halfway through, I think we were coming up on episode 5 or 6. I actually went to Steven. It's like, hey, I kind of don't want to do this anymore. It seems just kind of like a rehash of everything. Like every episode seems the same. There's really there's nothing new being added to it. There's no consistency or layers, or better words I could be saying. So I went to like, hey, I think we should actually start maybe putting in like plot elements, tying back into like the original show. Because with abridging, you still want to tell sort of the same story of the original, but making it your own is the big thing.
Okay, that seems
Because
very fair, yeah.
you don't really want to do like a copy paste sort of word for word. You want to kind of add your own flair into it.
Yeah. And so, where, what, where do your own interests lie when it comes to YouTube stuff? What do you want to create? What do you want to do? What is your, I guess, what are your preferences when it comes to making content?
I've always been sort of a multi-genreal person. I never really wanted to stick with one specific thing because I really think it's boring if you stick to, oh yeah, I just want to be a gaming channel, or I just want to do reactions, even though those are kind of not in anymore thanks to the Fine Brothers and all that. But I've always seen myself as wanting to do a lot more. Even as a kid, like I always wanted to do. I wanted to do like a channel that was like this and that. I wanted to do a little bit of gaming. I wanted to do like song covers. I wanted to do like short films, and
Uh-huh.
really being over ambitious with it.
That's not
And
necessarily a bad thing, though.
it's not, if you do it in a way that is engaging, but you have to remember this is the mind of a 12-year-old still kind of at play here, still going through high school, middle school, all that stuff. So again, it's really difficult to kind of make things entertaining
Yeah.
and to really cement yourself. And like for a time, like it was kind of working. I think that the channel at the time, not the All Things Abridged, but my own channel, had it wasn't that big, but it still had maybe like 100 subscribers or something like that.
Well, that's cool. Okay.
It came up to maybe about 130 or so, and as time went on, it grew slowly but surely as I kind of kept at it. I think before I annexed the channel, it came up to like
What?
180 something. It's like I didn't like fully get rid of that channel, but I just kind of like rebranded it to kind of fit what I wanted to do nowadays. Which at the moment, like YouTube hasn't really been my core want anymore.
Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I just had a sub come through.
Oh, it's all good. Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling.
No, please keep rambling. I am a multi-purpose bunny. No, multi, what do you call it?
Multifaceted,
Tasking bunny.
yeah, there you go, multitasking.
There's too many words. Why are there's so many words?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, where are the stains? Where are the... I am going to find them all.
Well, a lot of them are
One
going to be
power
up on the...
should rule them all.
A lot of them are going to be on the roof,
Ugh,
which I am currently taking care of.
the roof is on fire. We don't need no mother, let the motherfucker burn. We had some really good songs in our youth. Oh wait, my youth. You're a little different generation than. Hey, what are you doing up there?
Don't worry about it.
Dance, moonwalk. I'm trying not to worry, but that's high up there, and you don't have any safety gear. Come on, friend.
Oh, so you want me to get down?
Huh? What?
Are you telling me to get down off the roof?
No, I would. I'd rather have an Ian on the roof than a fiddler. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna join you somehow.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna figure out how in just a second.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, first we're gonna steal the ladder. Ugh, now you're down here. Goodness gracious, sir. Way to confuse the bunny. Hold on. Where? How do I? How do I? On the roof up here.
So let me see. Let's see if I can parkour
What a
this.
mess. Who makes such a mess? This is disgusting.
Well, the town is kind of next to a volcano.
You saying that like it's the volcano's fault? The people knew where they settled, didn't they?
You'd think, but you know, maybe they didn't have a choice in the matter. Maybe they were kind of forced into it, grandfathered in, and they just like, oh well, this is where I am now. Okay.
Why is there so much Kate on the roof? I mean, Moss, sorry.
I was gonna say, if there's cake up here, you better be sharing.
No, not cake. Kate.
Ah.
Kate, Moss, supermodel.
Yeah, kind of over my head there, Meep.
I do that a lot, sorry.
It's all good.
So, okay. I am so unused to multiplayer because I just saw you up on the roof and I was like, what the fluff is that?
Well, that's kind of the point of a multiplayer. You can have somebody be somewhere else, and then you do the other thing. That's how you do.
Yeah. Exactly. You gotta do. Otherwise you don't do. And that's just not good for anybody.
You know.
You know, the sad thing is that you can't really look into the windows and see anything in there. You know, like the fire station, you can kind of like go into it. The tower, at least.
Yeah.
I'd love for the windows to have like a see-through thing where we could see, like, you know, I don't know, watch a TV show or something. Or see people that are there actually living there. That'd be cool.
Well, yeah, but you know, if you have like your contractor over, you kind of don't want to be there if because you don't want to like interrupt their work or be like a nuisance or just be.
Well, that's fair. I mean.
So and also
if they can afford a contractor like me, they can afford a hotel room.
Oh yeah, no, I imagine with all the water we're wasting, it's just the bill is gonna be insanely high. Because where does this water even come from? Because like you could just let this go for like hours and hours, and it is just not gonna stop. Let's see, trying to get my train of thought back from the conversation, the tidbit.
Yeah, oh god, me too.
Yeah.
I'm torn between my chat and you and the power and the washing. The power that is coursing through my veins right now.
Yeah.
Something dinked.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry.
You keep making the big bucks. I don't care. As long as you share. 50-50, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We
We had the contract, Bean.
Did we though?
Okay,
It might.
fine. Maybe
That might.
something like that.
I was gonna say. I remember that being only like a verbal handshake. There was no real.
It's. I mean, they're not a contract. They're more like guidelines, really. We can just make it up as we go. Tell you what, if you pay me in carrots, I'm good.
Okay. I can do that.
Golden carrots. I mean,
Hmm.
solid gold.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. I'm standing on the eve of Christmas. No, actually, it's just the eve of a house.
I was gonna say Christmas is little ways off there.
All of this grime. By the way, grime. I hear Grimes had a horrible, horrible Coachella thing going on.
I really haven't been paying attention. I did. I think I saw like one thing on that on Twitter, but I don't really keep up with
Yeah, I don't care
any of
much
that.
either.
And Coachella's really kind of like fallen off in recent years. You know, because you when like early years, you know, it's like it. Like it was like the talk of the town, like, oh yeah, Coachella, it's this big old thing. All these cool music artists are there, and like in recent years, like it really hasn't been really any talk or excitement about it. It's just, Coachella.
Yeah.
That's a thing that's happening.
Oh, okay. See, I've never really paid attention. I happened to be in California while Coachella was going on. Didn't go,
Mhm.
but it was pretty cool. I was in Coachella Valley. I was in Palm Desert, Palm Springs, that area. Really, really cool. But yeah, it's not that I'm not interested or whatever. I just
Yeah, that's kind of the general consensus, I think. At least that's what I gather. You know, I don't.
yeah. So I think you can overhype a lot of stuff, and when that happens and people catch on to it, then you know.
Oh yeah, you know, it'll backfire immensely, and it won't turn out the way you think it will.
I'm kind of hoping it's gonna recover at some point, though.
We'll have to wait and see.
This corner and I got a triple D.
Ooh. Actually, I think part of that might have been me, but
Well, that's okay. You're allowed to be part of my triple.
okay.
You can be my trip. See, there's the main roof. What is the main roof thing that we still need to do?
Main roof. So if you actually hit escape, it'll bring up all the descriptions and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I look at the thing and there's like this tiny little speck somewhere, and I'm tabbing through it, but
And if you want to try to get like a precise sort of indication as to like where it is, like in that in like the details of like which thing you're wanting to find, like say the chimney is at 84%, you can actually click on it,
okay.
and it'll kind of highlight or at least flash like a part of the house, or in this case the chimney,
Oh.
and that'll kind of help narrow it down and be like, oh yeah, hey, this is the exact thing that I need to be cleaning
Oh
to
yeah, I
get
can see it.
the
There we go.
yeah.
You're doing the chimney right now.
I
Okay,
am.
that's cool. I'm gonna go for the door.
Okay, go for it.
It was funny. I ran off of the fire station this morning,
Mhm.
and I wanted to get back to the ladder. It was like, yeah, ladder is too far, and I was like, let's see if we have fall damage. Nope.
No, and that would be insanely fun. I always say like there are two things that I would like in my Powerwash game that I know are never gonna happen, but a bean can dream. Is fall damage just for kicks and giggles, so you have to like restart from like a certain point. And a mini game sort of thing, similar to I guess Call of Duty, like with the Powerwash guns, but it's like water tag.
cute. Yeah, I would love that.
Because like you have all of these maps, and you can only really just like clean in them, and you know having like an aspect of doing something else would be quite funny, and it being like a water tag game of sorts, I think would
Yeah.
be quite funny.
That would be really cool. Laser tag, water tag.
Yeah.
I can see it happen. Are you sneaking around down there, sir?
No.
Okay, good. Kind of worried for a second that you would, but nope.
No.
If you
It's
say so, I trust.
the outside floor is dirty. You don't know where it's been. Why would I?
In your face! You're literally moving me, sir!
Yeah.
You move me, baby! You move me! Look at that! I'm a perpetual mobile! Oh, you give me dry. Okay, seriously, on this door there is a spec, and I'm tabbing and I'm tabbing and I'm tabbing. I'm going to kill this thing.
I'd rather you
Wait and
not.
see. I'm going to get it. Yay! Okay, what else? Oh yeah, that'd be a great idea. Fall damage DLC.
There you go.
Thank you. Where was the fluffer?
It was the little side bars here.
Okay, do you have a crowbar?
No.
Can you take a crowbar and rip that off the walls? So we don't have to do it again because they're driving me nuts. See?
I don't have a crowbar. This is the closest thing I have to it, and I don't think it's gonna quite work.
Well, I mean, it moved me, but I'm not made of metal, so.
Fair.
Why do we have like three what's the word? Düsen. Three spritzers, three sprinklers.
There's a lore aspect to having this, so I don't kind of want to spoil it.
Oh, okay. That's completely fine.
Yeah,
As
but
long as I don't have to milk it or anything, it looks very much like. Gosh, look at the triple power. I am moving. I am moving. Why do we have wall, window, wall?
well, when you build a house, you typically want to have a wall first, and then in that wall, that somebody might want a window.
Shouldn't you start with the foundations? Do you always start with the board?
Maybe.
That's fine. You say you want walls, fine. You can have walls. Stone wall. Haha. Hold on. What?
Huh. All right, look, I'm not an architect. I didn't go to school for architecture. I went for filmmaking. Like, it's not. I'm far from the right person to be doing this.
By the way, tell me a little bit about that. About the whole filmmaking and studying and what was the one thing that you really took away from all of that? What was some of the most fascinating things that you learned at studying film?
Part of it was learning that the program was mediocre at best, and that see, part of it was all right, but then the second I started, because the main reason I went because to that specific school was my uncle actually helped found the motion picture production side of it with one of the producers from Fast and Furious, the first one.
Oh no way! That is awesome.
It is. He, whenever I was first interviewing for, like being there, I sat down with him and we just kind of like talked about movies and stuff, and just it became really. He was really cool. I really admired the guy.
Okay. That sounds so awesome. So that was obviously a huge thing for you. That would.
It was, and then the first semester started, and then. I was looking forward to getting like a class from my uncle. I think in like third semester, because it was a 2-year college, so it wasn't like that long. But I think like a couple of weeks in, I go in and talk to him, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm thinking of kind of like retiring and just kind of not teaching anymore. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, you're kind of the whole reason I'm here. You know, it's like that way to let me down, dude.
Yeah, seriously, like, come on, man.
And then the other founder of the motion picture production, he, like, whenever first semester started, he got like really sick. I don't remember with what, but he was constantly in and out of the facility, and it was
Oh, that's too bad.
it really was, because like, again, like, he was a really cool guy, and I really wanted to learn a lot more from him, and like he was still like teach class every now and again, but it wasn't really, you know, things fell apart really quick, and it kind of it didn't quite, you know, it tanked my expectation of what I wanted.
Okay.
And then
Understandable.
I think like come like last semester, things really started going like bad. Where it's just like miscommunication with teachers in and out. Like, it's just like you learn one thing in one class, and then the next day another teacher is gonna teach like the same thing. Like, there really wasn't any talking. But then you try to tell them like, hey, we're learning this in another class, and they're like, oh no, this is the right way to do it. This is how you're really supposed to do this. And I'm like, oh my god,
boy.
like, you've got to be fluffing kidding me. Like, it's insane.
Said fluffing.
Well,
You are awesome. Like, just for that, you are fluffing awesome. Yeah.
and so like there was a lot of tension growing within like the class. And the other thing too is like the motion picture class wasn't it's never really that big, and it has one of the highest dropout rates of the school.
Ooh, shoot.
We were really lucky to only have one person drop out, because I think we only had like a class of maybe 8, I think.
Oh, okay. So really small one.
Really small, because I know like the class I was graduating before us only had maybe 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
So we really stuck it. I was really close to calling it quits at a few points, especially in 4th semester, because just the miscommunication, everything was just getting really asinine. It was ridiculous. But I stuck it through, and then graduated out of that, and then COVID hit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well that explains a lot of stuff then too, doesn't it? Oh man, COVID was bad.
It was awful. Like, I was contacted to be on another graduate's film shoot, because I was typecast as the audio guy in classes. So I was always like running the boom mic and running kind of audio equipment, making sure
Was it something
sound
that you were
was.
comfortable with, or?
Oh yeah, because people were like, oh yeah, hey, he likes doing music, he likes audio, put him in this situation. And I'm like, okay, sure. It was nice getting to do that, you know, getting to explore a different facet of it. And it kind of made me think like, yeah, you know what, maybe directing isn't for me. Because like when I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, I want to be an actor, I might be a director. Going through classes, I'm like, you know, maybe directing isn't for me, especially after doing a couple of my own short films. And I'd done like a variety. Like, there was one that was like a thriller, pseudo horror kind of thing, and that one that was the one that I really cemented. Like, yeah, no, because I could at the time I didn't ask anybody to edit it for me, because I am a goof, and so I edited it by myself. And it was a mistake, because there were some things that I could not do, and things were shaky. And there was one part of it, I should have just had like the picture frame have the picture in it, because I had a picture, but I didn't print said picture out, because I think we were gonna get it on like the next day of shoot, but we never went back and did like a retake of that with the picture in it. So what I did was very crudely put the picture in the frame, and tried to keyframe or try to place it as best that I could without it shaking too badly. Trying to make it still, but the shot was really, really shaky, and I couldn't get it right. So it looked like the picture was just kind of spazzing out. And I heard, because we did I think after every semester we show off short films in like some sort of like expo type deal to the school, and I heard a couple of chuckles when that scene came on. I'm like, I'm so embarrassed with that. Like, I hate it so much. And the direction of it, it was a solid idea, but me executing it didn't land. It didn't land the way I'd wanted it to, and I didn't listen to some of the feedback I was getting about, oh yeah, you probably might want to change the ending. It's a little bit obscure and little bit I don't understand it, and I totally see where they're coming from because it kind of doesn't.
I fully understand it. It's one of those things like you have a vision, okay? You have a vision, you have a story, you have some of the details together, and somehow it's so hard to make it translate, you know.
Exactly.
I've not been I've never been into like wanting to make films or whatever, but I did a couple of ARC series, and it's really one of those things when you're trying to make a story. It's one of the things, because if you write a story, it's part of you. You're putting yourself out there in a way, you know.
Right.
And from that standpoint, sometimes it can be hard to hear, hey, you know what, maybe do this or change that. And I had feedback for some of my series where I was like, oh god, okay, well, like you said, I see where they're coming from,
Yeah.
but it still wasn't what I wanted to do, you know. And
Right.
at that point, I realized, well, you know, for me, it doesn't really matter because it's just a little YouTube channel. I'm just having some fun with it. But I can understand, like, from an actual professional standpoint, where you want to do something with it, that can change a lot of things.
Oh, absolutely. Like that kind of feedback can make or break something.
Yeah. I am going to find this last speck of dirt. I'm dying down here. I'm not even a neat freak or anything, but my ADHD is driving me nuts right now. I want to find this thing. OCD, not ADHD.
That's not it. It shouldn't be this difficult to find a window frame. I don't understand it.
Window frame?
That's what I'm trying to find, is a window frame, because apparently we're still missing one.
Okay.
And I haven't the darndest idea of where it could be.
Yeah, I have this tiny little speck of something somewhere. And the problem is, like, it's lighting up orange, and the fluff and rope is orange. Give me a gosh darn break. No, we're not blind. The game is mean to us and doesn't like us very much. That's their fault, not ours.
No, you're right. You're right. I'll agree with that. This game is very jank at times.
Embrace the jank.
I don't wanna.
Well, it's not about wanting. You can't have it both ways, sunshine.
There, woo. What the hell? That was weird. My gun just like disappeared on me. I was like,
Maybe it wanted to be a super soaker and try to switch.
possibly. I did find the frame. So
Okay, so the main roof has a pixel of a speck somewhere. If we have all of the liquid available, what?
Somebody got a bingo. There it is. There it is. Oh, sorry. Oh, no,
I'm gonna have to bingo for a second. Just a second.
okay, all good.
See, this is actually a nice thing because now you get to do all the work and I get to sit here and play bingo.
Wow, you're just like my actual coworkers.
Well, thank you. That is so sweet of you to say. What?
I kid. Be a supervisor. I see Wolf's got the right idea.
Okay, let me see. What do we have for bingo? Tech tower. Yes, definitely.
For sure.
I have not made a funny face today. Okay, so Kratos just said Meep definitely takes a mental break. I wonder, how do you take a mental break if you don't have a brain?
Excellent question. Because at that point, it's just a break. You know, if you don't have a mental, then there's no mental break.
Exactly. Or maybe it was a breakdown, which also wouldn't be mental. It would just be a physical breakdown.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I get this all the time.
Welcome to my brain, Ian. Thank you for sticking with me.
Of course.
Please help me find the spec.
I am doing my darndest. I am definitely trying to assist where I can.
I'm just gonna clean your suit here. Hold on. There. Can you see better now? Do you want me to use some glass cleaner on your visor?
Well, see, I don't really think it's glass. It's more of a plastic.
Well, we get plastic cleaner too. I mean, it's not like we're poor or anything.
Well, I know, but I mean, like the.
Yeah, the visor.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a COVID shield or something.
I mean, yeah. I mean, 'cause most paint visors. Here it is.
What? You found it?
Yeah, might have. I found a bit. I found a bit of it. I don't know if it's the bit that we're looking for.
I'm coming from the other side. We're double teaming this thing. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Was not.
What?
I didn't have that on my bingo card today.
What, getting sprayed by a bunny? Be glad I'm not a fart noodle. I mean, a skunk. Oh, right in the eye.
Push me off. Not cool, man.
I'm not gonna fall off. You're gonna fall off.
No.
Maybe. Take this, fiend.
Dare.
Why would? Did we do it? We did it.
I just accidentally cleaned it.
I am a complete idiot. I have my bunny bingo frame up while trying to play Powerwash Simulator. I'm stupid.
Oh my gosh. You're not stupid, you're just technically challenged.
And vertically challenged. And challenged in many different ways.
Okay, I gotta find a post here. Where do I find a post? Put am I looking for? Is it highlighted? I don't know. It may possibly be a spec. Third pillar. I need to find. Frame. That is not. Oh, the wall post. I see. I see. There we go. There. And front dormer. What in the world is a dormer? Go to school for architecture. I don't know these things.
Okay, I have kind of returned.
Okay.
What else do we need?
We're looking for a front dormer roof.
A front dorm roof? Oh, front dormer roof.
What
even is?
That is, I'm asking myself that exact same question. I do not know.
Okay, so
Found
front dormer.
Here we go. I got it. I got it.
What? Oh!
It's up here.
Ah, yes. Mommy coming.
It's this side. I think. How dare.
Oh, look, you're a bunny. Ian the bunny. You can just push me off.
I might.
Are we going into PvP mode? Here. I want to punch you.
No. Like Mufasa, long live the king.
Why am I? You move me.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Chat's just giving me an advantage.
What? What's got chat to do with that? Oh, chat. I don't even know Chad. Oh my gosh, you did it!
Hey.
See, I didn't even do anything. I sat here, was lazy.
So I was gonna wait on you to do it, but you wanted to push me off. I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah, no. The honor is all yours. You go ahead. I'm glad I got the word all pushed off to you. That's wonderful. Oh god, now they want a wiggle time. Bean, before we hop to the next map, can I take a minute break to wiggle?
Absolutely, yeah, go on ahead.
Okay, we're gonna wiggle.
Okay. Let me check on a thing here. Really? Okay. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. I'm certainly having a wonderful time with this. This is a lot of fun. I don't know what I want to do now. What to do, Arnar? So I've started saying that a lot recently. Just Nar. That's so catchy. I don't know why. It's just so fun to do.
And now all of a sudden everything else is breaking. That's cool.
Oh no.
My Streamlabs apparently. So I have OBS, but Streamlabs still runs my commands and stuff. And I don't know why this is not on. Hold on. More stuff to fix. I'm sorry.
All good. It's the fun part of being a streamer. You always have to. There's always a little bit of scuff.
fucked.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Kratos. I totally forgot that I had that as a follow notification. I thought it was just the Kirby one. Now you can see me as well. Yes, hello. What am I drinking? I am drinking one of two things. I am drinking a cucumber lime water and Mountain Dew Code Red. So I have a little bit of both. Speaking of both, do I? Okay, cool. Just making sure. But yes, welcome. Thank you again for that follow, Chris. Much appreciated. I hope everybody's having a wonderful time, either on my side or on Meep's side. I'm currently muted on their side, so. But I do hope everybody's having a wonderful time with Powerwash Sim. And if you are new to my side of things, my name is Ian, or Eating the Bean. I do a whole lot of gaming things. Powerwash Simulator is a big part of it. Every once in a while, we do.
Nothing is working. Yay!
Do a lot of stuff. No, why is that? Why is nothing working for you?
Because I like a challenge, and I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently.
Hmm.
Maybe it's just because I only have one brain cell instead of, like, whatever else a human amount is.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Goodness.
Okay. Have you found a different mappy move?
I have. I have one of two options.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let you pick between these two. Either the treehouse or the
This
washroom.
motherfucker eating beans!
Hold on one moment.
I don't think I've ever.
Yo, Curtis, thank you for that sub, dude. Much appreciated. Also, that was the first use of that.
Treehouse drove him nuts.
The treehouse.
Maybe it was the graphics.
Yeah, the treehouse is it's a medium-sized map, but it is I personally really like it just because of where it's at.
Well, let's go do it.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Yay!
Onwards. All right. So now, before we get to actually washing it down, I do want you to kind of take a look around, and also, I guess, change back your gun because it reset apparently.
My gun? My gun is fine. I can shoot you from here.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like it might have just reset to like your default.
Oh no, I still got the pro one.
Oh, okay.
Oh yay, we got balls. We got a camera. What? Do you have a problem with balls, sir?
I don't.
There's no problem with balls.
No, I don't have any problems with balls. Mine are perfectly fine. I mean, what?
What?
What? No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. I mean,
What?
spheres. We have
Spheres? Spherical? Yep. Spheres. Soccer spheres? Yep.
Soccer spheres. Yes, exactly. Whee!
There you go.
Wait, where's the goal? Where's the goal? I'm gonna get a goal.
Bukola, thank you for tuning on me. Hope you're doing well. How you doing, man? I'm doing really well. It's been a really busy day, but things are...
No, just want to move away from the
Oh my gosh.
It was like, nope.
Ah, I pushed it out of the battery. We're good. The game is afoot.
Oh my god, this is too much.
No, but
That was a cute giggle.
if you'll come over here real quick.
Wawa fall.
And this is exactly why I love this map. Just the scenery, it's just pristine.
Oh, it's parties. But why can't we go there? Why are we stuck with an invisible wall?
See, I asked myself that same question. I don't like it.
I mean, okay, so we definitely have to do this at some point because look at all the fluff and moss that's on those rocks.
Oh,
We're
for
gonna have to
sure.
get rid of all the fluff and moss. I mean,
For sure, everything needs to be spotless. One is not clunkling alone. No, I know that one for a fact, Panther. I have done this alone, and it is a nightmare. Doing a lot of these alone is taxing.
okay, well, I'm glad I got you with me. Where are you? Are you already doing stuff? Why
No?
are you doing stuff? Do you think you're gonna get a race or something if you just,
No, but I am taking the high ground.
somebody better. Hey! Mister! Where are you where are you shooting, you little shooter? I would want to call you a bottom dweller, but obviously you're a top dweller. You little top dweller, you get down here. I will do things to you.
Hmm.
I believe I can slide. I believe I can power wash glide.
There we go.
I was just trying to pum you like Jaws, and you just jump over there and be gone.
To be fair, I thought you were still down there. I didn't see you trying to sneak up on me. To be fair, I also don't have eyes in the back of my head, so.
It worked. You are having way too much fun with this, sir.
I am. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
Don't you judge me.
I have no time for such matters, sir. Ah! Wait, what am I doing? What's happening? Why? Am I stuck?
No, you get close to, I think, but.
Okay, hold on.
So there is a. Yeah, so with you can also run, and then that's how you can do a little bit of parkour with this.
Oh, haha. Okay, this is not.
So what you can do is you can stand on the little pipes here on these, and then hold your shift because that's your run, and then run and jump.
Your balance is impeccable. I mean, have you received training from the trainer of Karate Kid or something?
Man, I wish I would love to receive training from Jackie Chan. Oh wait, no, you're talking the old school Karate Kid. I'm sorry.
What, Master, what's his face? Oh, come on, really? I can't remember. Karate Kid, the teacher.
I think isn't his name Mr. Miyagi?
Yes, Miyagi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean that's his character name, but I don't know his like actor.
Yeah,
Because I know.
I don't know.
Because I know Jackie Chan played Mr. Miyagi in the last.
Oh, where Will Smith's son played?
Yeah.
Okay.
That movie was kind of
didn't
iffy.
see that.
I saw it when it first came out, and I wasn't a fan of it, even as a kid. There were a lot of things as a kid like people liked, and I just wasn't really into it, or at the very least, it just didn't pique my interest. Of course, this coming from the kid that also really liked at the time the M. Night Shyamalan Last Airbender movie, which I have come to later abhor because it is just bad on so many fronts, and it is an affront to the fan base and many things.
Okay.
And I haven't seen the Netflix live action, but I can tell that it's maybe better than Shyamalan's take on it.
Okay.
But it also seems kind of like a copy-paste, rip for rip for the animated series. And I would rather watch that than see a lifeless husk of a reboot try to emulate that. Because animation, I don't know if people know, is actually a proper medium, and anybody that says otherwise can go kick rocks. I'm a firm believer on that.
Okay.
Because there's a... I'm not going to go into a rant, but I will say, like, there's a stigma. There's a stigma in Hollywood with animation being strictly for kids. And frankly, that's not the point. That's not it at all. Because there is still animation that can be for kids as well as adults. Take Samurai Jack, for example. That is prime example. I don't watch it. Well, anime isn't necessarily part... I mean, it can be part of that if you want to. But I'm mostly talking Western animation. Like here in the US of A, or just 2D animation in general.
And you know, it's really I think remaking something that has been done 20, 30 years ago, that's like a 2-generation span of people who may or may not have seen old one. You know, there's a whole bunch of different expectations, I believe. You know,
Right.
because the audience changes. The audience wants changes. You know, you have to update stuff and goodness knows what
Right,
else.
you have to
It's not
remake
gonna
it for like a you have to basically kind of tell the same story but for a modern age, and
exactly.
it's interesting, you know, trying to see attempts at that, but it doesn't, some just fall flat on their face and it just does not
Yeah.
work. And some, you know, is just kind of for its time, and it is meant to stay in that time, like say Back to the Future. If somebody tries to
Yes.
remake that, it's gonna be awful because you're more than likely not going to have Michael J. Fox or Christopher Lloyd in those roles anymore. And trying to retell that in a modern age, I don't know how you can, quite frankly. You know, you only ever really get those movies, and those like are gems. And even though some are kind of iffy, uh some still just stand the test of time.
Yeah. And I
Whereas
think.
no,
Oh,
sorry,
go ahead. Go ahead.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, no, go on. I was just about to start another rant because Scales was bringing up Little Mermaid.
I mean,
um
that's going to be one of those, you know, things are going to change and people are going to have opinions about it, and that's fine. I think it's very much like you read a book and you read a book and you love a book and you love the book series, and then they make a film or a movie or a
mhm.
series out of it, and everything just changes because you already have this predetermined picture in your head about what it's going to be like and what the characters look like and what the setup look like, and then you get to that series and everything is so different.
Yeah.
And sometimes it changes the entire story too. You know, they don't normally have to be true to the books 100% unless they want to be really strict about it. You know,
Hmm.
creative freedom is a thing. So
Exactly. And it's funny you bring that. I was talking with somebody earlier. Um, it's basically like, um, crap. I already forgot where I was going with this. I lost my train of thought. Darn it! I don't remember where I was at. My train has derailed and has basically the if anybody's seen Invincible, that
I
that
have.
that that train scene is kind of what happened to my brain just now.
Yeah, I wake up every morning to that same exact feeling. So
Um, but oh no, I remember the train has been reversed and we're good now. Artemis Fowl. When I was first reading those books as a kid, I remember there being a thing in the sleeve saying, "Oh yeah, soon to be a major motion picture and whatnot," and that was like 2008, 2010. It was a long time, and then you know 2020 or 21 comes around, and we finally get that Artemis Fowl movie straight to Disney Plus, and it's absolute dog water.
okay.
You know, then again,
I don't insult dogs.
I'm sorry, that's really offensive to dogs. If there are any dogs watching, I sincerely apologize. That's not me. As a judgment on my character, I apologize. I'll try to be better.
Jack and Jill give you a stern look at this very point. You better behave, sir.
Um, but it's like another thing of it too is just like executive meddling, you know, and it just being like, oh no, we want to do something entirely different and go just not adhere to the books at all, or in the
Yeah.
case of the Halo series recently, not even touch the game at all and do your own thing. And
Oh, okay.
so because
I've never played Halo,
see,
so
neither have I. I'm slow. I'm still in the midst of playing Halo 1. I need to finish it at some point. But from what I've heard, the Halo series has done has not followed it to a T exactly. They don't understand the characterization of Master Chief,
uh-huh.
from what I'm hearing. I think they're finally getting to events that happened in the games, um, but yeah. That's not correct. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm bringing in my own kind of antics to Meep Sean. I do
But
forget we were
that's no. You're fine. You're fine. You're completely cool. And you know what? Difference of opinions is always going to be something.
exactly, and some people are gonna dig it, and that's totally cool. I'm not gonna knock them for it. You know,
And you know, I always say, and yes, I'm gonna cuss you for half a second. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, okay?
Exactly. But yeah, no, that's kind of my stance on it. Disney remakes need to just stop existing, and original ideas need to be more put forward and front facing.
Yeah.
That
And
is,
original ideas, that's gonna be tough too, because how often do we have it now that people, I mean, especially in music, you know,
for
hey,
sure.
you stole my song, and hey, you did this. And,
It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, you stole you.
appropriated that.
It's like either you stole my song, or it's just a mediocre cover of a already good song that you turned into pop garbage.
Yeah.
Case in
Like,
point, David Guetta's recent Blue remix, quote unquote. And it's not even like the song. It's just pop nonsense, and that's kind of why I stick to my metal music.
yeah. Well, I mean, I've been known to listen to anything from Pocahontas to Nightwish to Sepultura
To
to
be
Rage Against the Machine.
to be fair, like my music taste is all over the place too, but it is mostly primarily in kind of like heavier sounds.
Yeah.
Recently, it's been in kind of like jungle drum and bass, breakcore, if you will,
Okay.
little micro genres.
Nice. See, I don't ever really listen to music all that much anymore. I used to when I was younger, but these days it's just I listen to the same music over and over, and every once in a while I get something new that I happen to hear that I like. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And I think, and I think that's kind of starting to hit me too, because like even at work, I kind of like play through my playlist, but it is kind of the same music day in day out, and it's just like, and that's why I want to try expanding my horizons into anything else that's preferably not country.
yeah,
Because let's just be honest, and this is my opinion, all the male singers sound the same. There's no difference.
you know what? I'm not saying you're wrong.
I will say there are some artists that I've listened to that have a different voice than your Blake Sheltons or your others, but from what I gathered, or just in my preference, they all do kind of sound just a touch the same.
It's kind of like also like you bought an album from an artist and you listen to that CD or album whatever, and you realize the songs kind of start to sound the same. It's like you know you recognize a band by a sound or by a guitar or whatever. So I think that's the same thing too. You know.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I found on there's a rock band by the name of Red. I think they're like Christian rock, but they're not like very abrasive with it. Like it's not very heavy-handed. But there are some of their songs, especially on one of their albums, one of their first albums, I think, that there are some songs that kind of sound the same. That kind of have there's a similar tone to them. I think like if I remember like the patterning, it was like rock song, soft ballad of sort, rock song, ballad, and while they're still good songs, I'm not knocking them. They do sound just a little bit samey, but they're still good sounds. But everything kind of reverts back to that original track that you kind of first heard their sound from, or at least heard that specific sound from. And it's like, oh man, that sounds like, this song, and it's kind of loses its luster a little bit.
Yeah.
Still a good song, but you don't like it as much. And maybe later down the line you still grow an appreciation towards it. I don't know. But that is them's my 2 cents.
Stranger things have happened. Absolutely. Yeah, I've always been into most music except maybe jazz and like easy listening and all that. I've never been much on a saxophone, man.
See, recently I've been kind of delving a bit more into jazz. It's mostly because of the the anime soundtrack for Cowboy Bebop, because that soundtrack really it's mostly like jazz centric, blues and sort of that kind of vibe.
Okay.
And that kind of put me on to a few different things. But bebop kind of started my at least appreciation and acknowledgement of jazz. That's like other like easy listening. I've always been like a really stressed out person, so I've always found like easy listening. There's a pianist, I believe he's South Korean, Yuruma. He makes some beautiful piano works and even has done some like orchestral renditions of his songs,
Oh, cool.
and they are just gorgeous.
Well, that would be something for me to look into too.
Yeah, no, if you ever need like music recommendations, hit me up. I have everything. I have almost everything under the sun.
Well, that's good to know. I mean, like I said, I'm more into rock and metal and all
Mm-hmm.
that, but I can go for Richard Kleiderman. I mean, heck, Ballade pour Adeline and all that good stuff too, you know.
Trust me, like like most of my music is like metal electronica, but it's all metal, screamy sort of
Yeah.
those vibes, you know. But it's all good stuff. And then you get an occasional oddball every now and again. It's like, oh man, you went from this really heavy song to, I don't know, Wonderwall.
Well, I mean, Disturbed, right?
Yeah.
They're making the hardest metal I could possibly think of, and then they come out with Sound of Silence. I was blown away.
The Sound of Silence is, yeah. No, I mean, Devin just has that voice that can just move you. Like, that is an insane performance. I'm forgetting his last name, but Ivan from Five Finger Death Punch. They've done some covers as well. They've done, you know, Bad Company. They've done House of the Rising Sun. I think on an album from a couple of years ago, they did Gone Away from the Offspring and turned it from this kind of like rock song to more of a really sort of heavy, sad ballad. Because the lyrics in that song, if you take a listen, are pretty upset. They make you feel. You know.
That is pretty cool.
And so-
I might have to go and ask for a couple of links in Discord from you for
Oh yeah, absolutely, go
that'd be
for it.
cool, yeah. Because my brain is built in such a manner that like 5 minutes from now I won't ever remember anything. So please remember for me, Ian.
I will try.
The songs and bands that I wanted you to show me, please do that.
I will try.
I got bunny brains, fam. Seriously, I'm a dumb bunny. Honestly, sometimes, especially when I'm streaming, I'm like talking to my people, and like 2 minutes later they say something back, and I'm like, wait, what did I say like 2 minutes that you responded to?
Yeah, I've noticed there are some people like that. You know, there are some streamers I follow that are, you know, they're VTubers, like virtual avatars like that, but they often do like say some of the funniest things, and then it's like 2 seconds later, oh wait, what did I say? Hold on, wait. Run it back, Chief. I don't know what I. Hold up.
Yep, that's me. Except I don't even care. My bunnies know what they're in for here. I hope at least. They haven't run away yet.
That's a good thing. You're doing something right.
Yeah, I just don't know what. I don't know how to recreate that.
Well, if you figure it out, let me know.
I most definitely will, unless I forget, which I probably will.
Okay.
This is so nice. This is just really so common. So I just tried the other viewpoint where you hit C and
Yeah.
ground stuff's moving and just the gun moves.
Mm-hmm.
How do you play it?
I mostly do just the standard. But I think that one was added maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I think.
Okay.
Because a lot of people like wanted to do more kind of like artsy sort of drawing with the landscaping instead of just kind of going through and just cleaning it like I do. Some people like just want to take the time and just, you know, draw a little smiley face or just be really, really immature. And either way, like I'm for it. But yeah.
Well, so I tried that other mode, and for some reason, my hand has to work twice as hard because I feel like I have to control it more. It's kind of weird.
It definitely like with it. I mean, it kind of works a bit. Like you get more surface area for it, but I prefer just kind of like sticking with that sort of like the regular stiltedness of it.
Me too. I like my standard washies, thank you. God, this thing is a mess.
There we go.
I find the owner of this thing.
No, seriously, they've taken awful care of this thing. Are you kidding? Like, it is insane. I guess since you were asking me questions earlier, I should probably start asking you questions.
I want to know stuff about me. I'm
Well,
not that interesting.
yeah, I mean,
Well, I mean, maybe.
yeah. I guess throwing a couple of questions back at you.
Yes, please.
Kind of like, what got you into doing like content creation and streaming?
Oh boy. Let's go back about 9 years.
Okay.
So I had learned through my German newspaper at the time that there was a game called Daisy. I wanted to know more about this particular game, and then I realized that there was a website called Twitch. And then I started watching streams, and then I realized once I had Daisy, like, wait a second, I mean, I have a laptop, a gaming laptop, lol. I have a camera in that, I could probably try that. And I think it wasn't even like 2 weeks later that I was like, okay, you know what? I'm set. I got Streamlabs. I used XSplit at the time actually.
So did I.
So I started streaming for no other reason than really to do it, and really, really loved it. For 2 years, went to TwitchCon in 2016. Really, really loved streaming. Made some incredible friends. And then I started another business, and that got me out of streaming for 5 years, I think. In between, I was traveling my travel trailer, and I was doing all these crazy things. And once COVID hit, I got stuck in California for 2 months. I mean, let's face it, there's worse places to be stuck in than Palm Desert, okay? But I found myself with nothing to do and no internet to do it with. And at that point, I was like, well, I mean, I really want to go back into streaming. I really want to go back into doing all of this because I missed it. I missed the people. I missed the fun. I missed the action. I missed, just putting myself out there. I'm an outgoing person for some reason. I'm a crazy person in case nobody had noticed. And something told me that I could be, if nothing else, make people happy, make people giggle a little. With all the stupidity I compile, I mean, if somebody really doesn't giggle at what I say, then good riddance, Yeah, so I started up with Daisy again, and then I started playing Ark, and then I met people on Twitter and Twitch, and started, met Deathbringer, Tony. I mean, holy crap, That's how I met you, and that's how I started to make actual friends, like joining communities and really starting to not necessarily network for networking's sake, but more for like, hi, how you doing? What's up? Can we be friends? And that translated into my streams. And when I finally got the house, so I stopped traveling. I finally got the house 2 years ago now, and I got myself a studio, and I was ready to do it like full-time streaming soon. And so full-time streaming, let me rant for a second, does not mean for me that I stream for like 8 to 10 hours a day. It just, it means I stream twice a week, and other than that, I keep up contact, my Discord, I'm doing stuff with my bunnies, that kind of thing. And here I am. 2 years later now? Oh my gosh, has it been 2 years? We have never even had an anniversary stream.
Oh my gosh.
October would be about. Would that be 3 years? I mean, people have been sub to me, especially Stormy and Scales, and goodness knows what else. I mean, they've been sub to me for like over 2 years now. We're gonna have a 3-year anniversary this year. Time
My
flies for you, Comatose.
man, don't I know it? That is. But yeah, it sounds like it's high time to do a little anniversary stream like that.
Yeah, little celebration should be coming up in October here. But maybe a Halloween celebration stream thing.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Ooh yeah. Do you play Phasmophobia?
I do have it. I haven't played in forever. But I would be down for it.
Oh boy. Are you sure? Because you might have to clean up my pants here and there.
I don't know if that's part of it. I'm out. No, sorry, man.
Ah, dang it. I'll be fine. Oh, I'll bring my own roll of toilet paper, I promise.
Gosh, the last time I can't remember the last time I played Phasmo. I know that there's a VR component to it that it's cross compatible with the actual game, because it's not like an additional purchase or anything. It's part of the actual thing,
Okay.
and it's fun.
Well, that sounds interesting. Maybe we should try that at some point.
Yeah. It's really funny because like you can like see like the other person like who's clearly in VR doing just wacky things that you wouldn't normally be able to see otherwise.
Okay. And I played Phasmo with a friend who had VR earlier, like 2 years ago or something. But I don't have VR. That's
And that's fine. Like you can still play Phasmo like regularly, and I will still be able to join off it in VR.
nice.
Because it's still like the same game application. It's just it recognizes the VR headset. Yeah,
Okay.
like it'll still recognize, and it's like, oh yeah, hey, this schmuck's in VR. Let's
That would be good.
yeah. There are a couple of games like that, and then other games like the VR is just a completely separate game in and of itself.
Well, I mean, I heard about Skyrim VR. I don't know if you play Skyrim.
I've tried to play Skyrim. I don't know if it's for me. It's the
Oh.
thing.
Yep. I think I like Skyrim. And I used to play it when my stupid hard drive. I'm so mad. My stupid external hard drive crashed and deleted everything. So I played Skyrim for like a year or so before all that good stuff happened, and I kind of miss it. But at the same time, it's like, if I ever want to play, I might actually want to go for mods this time around. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard like mod support is definitely like kind of the way to go.
yeah. But they seem to be so hard to install.
That's what I hear too. Like now, I assume like playing on PC or console.
Yeah. PC.
PC. Okay. There is an application called Thunderstorm Mod Manager.
Okay.
Me and my friends use this all the time for Lethal Company and Risk of Rain. It basically, you don't need to like go into like any code or anything. Like you can if you want to. Like it gives you that option to say, oh yeah, hey, I want to just do this by hand, or you kind of like just click a mod and then you add that into like your little folder, playlist, whatever you want to call it, and it'll keep track of that
Oh, nice.
and kind of like automatically add that into the game, or have it, as long as you run it from the mod manager, because if you run it just off Steam, it won't activate it.
Okay.
So there's a setting for it to just run modded,
Okay.
and that's how you'll get all your things. I think the only thing you'd really need to worry about that is, I guess, cross-pollination with some of the mods kind of breaking each other.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably to be expected.
For sure, for sure. And that's what happens in Lethal Company as well, which that is also very fun game. Me and my friends play that all the time.
Yeah. I watched. I think Shank played it a while back. I watched somebody play it maybe a month ago or so. And it sounded like a really interesting concept.
Yeah, it's basically kind of like Phasmophobia, but much better proximity voice.
Oh, okay.
Then it, even though it just came out in like October, it's still getting updates. It just got another decent update a couple of days ago. Like they're still adding stuff to it. And what's funny, it's all made by one guy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's cool. Your one-stop shop.
Exactly. So it's a fun game. I definitely recommend it.
Well, and I might have to look into that. It's just like I said, once I get my internal hard drive at some point, lol, if that ever happens. I think that would be something that I might want to try. Diesel Company's one. I definitely want to go back into Skyrim at some point.
For sure.
You know, just if hardware wasn't the issue, okay?
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
'Cause I definitely need to try to get more storage or something on my computer. Probably clear out a bunch of stuff because I really want to play, give Baldur's Gate 3 a proper go.
Oh, okay.
Because
that looks really interesting too. I played Diablo, but
Mhm.
I'm not super into RPGs. I did get Diablo 4 gifted, and then I played that, and then people were like, "Well, why don't you try the other one?" I'm like, is Baldur's Gate kind of like Diablo?
it
Is that what it is?
it plays like Diablo in terms of like the point and click sort of thing, but in terms of like actual gameplay, no. It's more running off because it is a Dungeons and Dragons type game, kind of set in that world. It plays similar to kind of that, in where it's like its rules are kind of based on dice rolls and just things like that.
All right.
But this coming from somebody that's only been playing D&D for maybe 2-3 years now, I still don't know what in the world I'm doing with it. Yeah, so like it's got kind of a top-down, side-to-side sort of thing like Diablo, but in terms of actual gameplay, it pales in comparison.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I need to try to get Diablo 4 at some point. I played a little bit of it because it was free on Steam for like a free weekend a few months back, and I played a little bit of it, and I liked it, but I don't know, I still really need to properly go through Diablo 3.
Okay. I started with Diablo 4, so I didn't even know the story. I didn't know nothing. Like I said, a friend gifted me, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I just don't know what the fluff I'm doing.
Exactly. It's like I would always watch my dad play Diablo 2 growing up.
Cool.
And so whenever Diablo 3 came around, it had been out for a while, and then I'm like, you know what, I'll give it a try, you know, why not? So tried out, and yeah, no, I fell in love with it. I love like the character design, the world, just heck, I even have the Art of Diablo like art book, like, it has like concept art and just artwork from like development of the games.
That's really awesome stuff to have, though.
Oh, for sure. Like I'm very much I want to see what goes on behind the scenes of like making a movie, or like in this case like making a game. That's why I also have like a couple of like the making of like film art books. The first Spider-Verse movie, I think I still have that somewhere around.
Oh, nice.
A couple of the Marvel movies. Just seeing like the concept art and what they were kind of going for. Or like how trying to get a peek at behind the curtain. It's how like
How things were supposed to turn out and how they actually went.
yeah, because like you get like a couple of different artist renditions of different characters or things like that. And then one of my favorite art books right now is the Art of Doom Eternal,
Ooh,
because
okay.
I picked up Doom 2016 when it came out.
Okay.
I think I had vaguely heard of Doom like as a franchise up until that point.
Okay.
But this is like a new installment in it or something of that sort, and I picked it up, and again, just like instantly fell in love with it. In recent years, I've really grown to liking the kind of like horror aspects of some things. And so like Doom's monster designs are just spectacular.
That's good here. So when I was, I mean, when PC gaming first started, I played Doom, the very first version. I played Quake, Duke Nukem, you know, all of the really old stuff.
Yeah.
And sadly, I never really got into shooters, but I very well remember when they did the Doom Eternal. The entire internet was going insane over it. They lost their minds. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so good, you know. I don't know what the general consensus is about the actual rating of the game, but I kind of wonder because I haven't heard much about it ever since then. But you're enjoying it?
Yeah, I love Doom Eternal. Like I got it day one when it came out, and I binged the ever loving crap out of that game. It like I blew through it in a day and a half.
Oh damn!
Like I was gorging myself on it.
So do you still have any debt from all the Red Bull consumption?
Oh, I didn't start drinking like energy drinks at this time. Like I was kind of like I wasn't really into energy drinks. For me, it was much like soda. But sorry, brain fart. What was the question again?
You like Doom Eternal?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I felt like it did go in a different direction stylistically, in terms of like development and design, because it definitely.
Graphics more than story.
I mean, there still is a story to it, and I do like it. Some of the designs and the interactions with the demons. There's this one that is just an absolute pain in the butt to deal with, and I hate him with a passion, but his character design is so freaking cool. I can't help but love it. I love to hate him. The Marauder is just this difficult being that will tear you limb from limb at every single point.
But you gotta love the guy. I mean,
Yeah, no, like aside
Awesome.
like his mechanics are absolute nonsense. Like it is
you
in
try so
it
hard
is
not to come.
it I no it's-
I'm having a happy time with that.
like it is infuriating trying to deal with him on a constant basis. Like you will die to him at least 12 times. And he will be the only reason holding you up from continuing like the level.
Yeah, that can be slightly rage-inducing.
Oh no, no, yeah. But I digress.
No, you don't. Neil deGrasse Tyson? What?
No, I'm certainly not.
Okay, you said deGrasse, and I was like Tyson. What?
No, no. If anything, the old Nickelodeon show, or what's it, Nickelodeon? Degrassi. I never watched it, but
Me neither. I need to fix the thing because every time I hit my button, it goes dink, and then when I let the button go, it goes doink, and I don't want the dink donk. Hold on. Can you hear that?
no, I don't think so. What
That would probably be something. Enable streamer mode. I had that automatically enabled, then I disabled it because I need to fix stuff with my MeepDaBunny. So hold on, just a second. I've got let me fix.
Okay. So let's see, I just have my Discord sounds just like off because it does get really grating and annoying. So I do get where you're coming from with that.
All right. Oh, can you still hear me?
Yes.
That flapping worked. I love it. Thank you. You're 3 hours ahead of me. For you, it's already 9. Is it 9?
8.
8. Okay. Yeah, you're 2 hours ahead, not 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always tired. But
That is okay. At least you don't have to take melatonin or anything.
sometimes.
Oh dear. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I normally do that too. Actually, I started taking sleeping pills because they also help with with my allergies, especially in the summer.
Mm.
And Benadryl and sleeping pills have the exact same thing in there.
They do.
DPH, diphenhydramine.
Yeah. Except, you know, Benadryl, taking that as a sleeping pill is not good for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And-
That's why I
and,
switched to actual sleeping pills.
Yeah, same.
And the good thing is, I mean, the thing is, I don't want to take them every night, and I don't.
Yeah.
When my allergies get really bad, I just take them at night, and I have no trouble throughout the entire day. Especially right now with spring coming, it's a lifesaver.
For me, it's less of an allergy thing and more of mass caffeine consumption, I think, is what keeps me up.
Oh, okay.
And so I figure like taking those will like help me actually like fall asleep, and for the most part it does. There's every once in a while I'll take it and it will not work.
Yes.
Like I'm pretty sure it was a sinus infection like last month, where my ear just completely just like stopped, and I could not hear anything, and so I just had this feeling that there was like a stick in my ear. I'm emphasizing the S on that, making sure there's no miscommunication there. But and I was up almost the whole
you had
night.
a tick in your ear, sweetheart.
Okay, I that's another thing. I'm also really defensive for no reason. And I'm attempting to work on it. But like I took the sleeping pill and it did not work. It absolutely it's like I didn't take it at all. Like I was still wide awake. Like that was very persistent, and I did not fall asleep until like 2 or 3 a.m. that night.
That happens to me a lot.
and I still had work the next day.
Oh no! Oh.
And I was so
I'm
tempted.
lucky.
Yeah. See, I was so tempted to like call in too, and I'm like, okay, this is not going away. This is bugging the ever living crap out of me. I might just call in, and then I'm like, I'll suffer through it, you know, because
Aw.
I also kind of need the money. So
And I'm so glad you're not the only one who's a glutton for punishment.
yeah, no, it's less of a glutton for punishment and more of I kind of have to. Otherwise, I you know, life, you know.
Yeah, life. Ugh, this whole
Yeah.
life thing.
Uh,
If life, you know,
Mhm.
if money wasn't a necessity, we should be
Exactly.
happy, right?
Yeah, no, but this run on Game of Life that somebody's doing, it's awful. I want to redo. I want to restart. I want to.
Yeah. Let me respawn.
Exactly. At the very least, respawn me back in like 2005.
Yeah, there you go. Did you save?
Crap, I don't
'Cause if you
remember.
didn't save, yeah, see?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's right.
It might be a complete like restart on my end. I don't know.
Well, my hardware sucks anyway. I mean, my brain. I mean, both.
Yeah. Oh,
Both.
yeah. No, I get you. I get where you're coming from.
God, this map is massive.
Trust me, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah, glad I can. Yeah.
Remember to give you a raise. What's 10% of nothing again?
I don't know. I was never really good at math.
Ah, good. That makes 2 of us. See, we have so much in common. This is awesome.
And that's another reason I wanted to start like doing more collabs, and it's just like kind of like, getting to know like some of the people I've been chatting with, and you know
Yeah.
just idly, and it's just yeah.
This is something that I was thinking a lot about. Okay, so when we've been in each other's orbit for like the better part of 2 years,
Just about, yeah.
and we've talked, but we still don't talk on a regular basis or whatever. We
Right.
we're friends, but we don't know that much about each other. But we've always been around each other for some reason.
Right.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is really really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really glad that you were down for this.
Oh, absolutely. I am happy to be here and help you clean because who doesn't love a good cleaning job?
Exactly.
Give me that nozzle, baby.
Oh my gosh. No,
I'm
nothing.
just asking. Can I have a better nozzle over here?
I mean, I would hope. Oh no, this is free play. Never mind. I was gonna say I would. I don't know if you're still making any bank off of cleaning, but
I got 1,600. I think I started with like 1,500.
okay, so you might be getting through, because I know like at some point you should be able to like get like better equipment as for like nozzles. I think it's kind of.
Well, I'm trying actually to get the top sprayer for like $2,000 or whatever, just so to really bust through stuff.
Oh yeah. No, the top sprayer, it kicks butt. It's great.
Oh, nice.
Like it's
Powerwash Simulator Butt Edition.
oof. I mean, with all of the random collaborations that they've had in the last year and a half now, it you know, not too far off.
Well, I mean, so I do have to tell you though. So Powerwash Simulator, to have DLCs, to be able to license stuff like that for SpongeBob, for Back to the Future. I mean, that seems to be a huge deal. That seems to be a really big
absolutely.
deal. So I don't know, but this little game seems to have a huge following and enough power behind it for people to actually back it.
Yeah.
You know, like
And what's funny, not a whole lot of people know this, at least I don't think a lot of people know this, is that Square Enix actually like puts this game out. Like they actually publish this game.
okay.
So it's just under like another one of their like parent developers or something like that, that like developed this, but I believe it's either that or somehow they got Square Enix to publish this game. But like the first DLC proper that came out for this were Square Enix properties, Tomb Raider and Final Fantasy.
Oh wow. See, I know very little about development companies and I just love the gaming part. I'm not much into who makes what, but when you tell me about it, it does make a bit more sense to me that good things happen to this game, and I'm happy to see it. I mean, this is really fantastic.
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised at how like some of these definitely really came out of left field. The DLC, especially like because the Warhammer one had been in development since last year, I think. Because I know they announced it with like some of the other ones. I guess one of the other bigger ones was the SpongeBob one. Because like of all things.
Well, when you told me that there were DLCs, but I didn't even know. I mean, like I said, I hadn't touched Powerwash Simulator in like I don't know 2 years or whatever. So I was like, yeah, this is cool.
No, a lot can change in 2 years. A lot can be implemented.
Yeah. Especially if you have a good team behind you.
Oh yeah. And it's like they're still working on stuff. They're still making new maps for this. Like they have like the free updates for new maps that you don't need DLC for. And then you have like the paid update ones, not the paid updates, the paid DLC to get a couple extra bonuses.
Well, I do have to tell you, I would be kind of really interested in the whole DLC map thing once I get my head around what's going on here story-wise and stuff.
Yeah. And like to get like kind of like the bits of the story, it is like in like the campaign mode, and you'll get like the text messages from as you progress through cleaning these. So you might come across some repeats, like going back into your own campaign if you so choose. Or I think I can probably like pop in your campaign and help clean, so you're not doing everything alone, because I think what somebody said, as the maps get bigger, these take longer to do as a single person. Trust me, I know firsthand experience from that.
Oh yeah, yeah, I bet. I
You
mean,
know,
I would
as
do it myself.
oh yeah, no, as somebody that's binged the crap out of this game, yeah, it is I've had like a map go and I don't finish it for like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's wild.
I like the game a lot, but again, sometimes it can be so rage-inducing. And I think if I were to do this map by myself right now, I would go nuts after a while. I would rage quit. I was like, nope, I'm done. Flop this. I'll never get the stuff done, and then I'm not gonna touch it for like a couple of months. Then I go, yeah, fine.
That's interesting that you would like rage this, because like for whatever reason, it's just like a for me, like this is a great game for me to kind of like turn my brain off and just to relax with everything like being like satisfying, and it's just for it's just kind of a you get lost in the sauce, really.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's not relaxing. It's one of the most relaxing, most satisfying games I've ever seen, I've ever played. But boy, when you don't find that last speck of dirt, I am not a patient bunny.
No, I understand. I have been in that, and there are some spots in certain maps that you have to do like triple headstand to try to get that last speck of dirt. It is insane trying to just get it.
Oh.
Cause like there was one time like I think it was like two people, like it was me and somebody else, and then like we were having trouble getting it. Luckily, like a friend was on, and it was just like in my chat, I was like, "Hey, do you know this? Have you done this map already? Do you know where this is?" And then it's like, "Oh yeah, no, it's like right over here or something like that." And it boggles the mind. It's just like how even? I do not understand. I will not understand. I don't get it.
And these are the moments we live through and we come back with a better understanding, right?
And even when you have a better understanding of it, like you recall the experience and then you try that and it doesn't work on another map, and it's like, what the heck?
It is so frustrating. I fully understand where you come from.
Yeah. So as calming and relaxing as this game is, there's a bit where it's like, I might go bald after this.
Well, I mean,
I mean, it's definitely not intentionally like a ragey type game, but
it has its moments, doesn't it?
yeah, not very often, thankfully, but there it does have a few.
Okay, so I wonder why they have and I don't know the word for it, Schraubstock. So on this table here.
Hold on, let me get to where you are. We running up the stairs. Diddly diddly doo. I want a treehouse like this.
Stuff. I want a treehouse like that too. Just with like furniture. So this thing right here. What do you call that in English? Because I know what it is. I keep forgetting the name for it. This is driving me nuts right now.
It's not a level. It's some kind of like clamp of some sort. I don't.
Yeah, it's not a clamp. Jess, yes, good point, Jess. But a vice.
Vice. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, thank you. Sometimes my brain just goes, what is that?
Oh, hey, speaking of, hey, hold on a second. You got a little schmutz on your face there.
What's?
There you go.
I will tell you, schmuck.
Hey.
I will schmutz you in the face.
I'm trying to help you. How dare?
Schmutz is a German word for dirt. You are well versed in my language, good sir.
Bean?
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, see, I would have gone with that, but copyright infringement, and I kind of don't want... I don't want to get on Rowan Atkinson's bad side, so...
He is too nice of a person to ever go onto anyone's bad side.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
I
how many Mr. Beans are there on Twitter or whatever?
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Twitter kind of going through a tone of like how many how many of one thing can you have, and it's like, yeah, no, you got a little bit of a bot problem, buddy.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like,
And
yeah.
it's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love Twitter. I used to be
Same,
there every
yeah,
single day for hours. I mean, we've been having conversations there,
yeah.
and now
And
everything's
it's just
shredded.
it's just a husk of its former self, and it's just
Yeah.
diseased.
Yeah.
It's like either fix it, or we might just need to pull an old Yeller.
Well, I mean, at this point, I still have no idea why Elon decided to buy it.
I don't attention seeking, probably. It's like, oh, you know, I something like that, be wanting to be justified in doing something.
Yeah, or maybe it was even just because he could. You know?
Yeah, it's probably it's
Some people
probably,
say he bought it to run into the ground.
and he's doing a damn good job of it. Like,
Yeah, he is.
he had the money to do so. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like he has. What was that quote in Jurassic Park? Like, he has the ability to, but he didn't stop for a moment to think that if he should.
Yes, you always wanted to know if you could, but you never stopped to think if you should.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
God, I haven't seen Jurassic Park in forever.
Oh, we should do that.
That'd be great. That'd be a great movie night.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now we're doing the Underworld series, which
I
have
know.
actually never seen.
I haven't seen them either, but after the first one, I'm like, I don't know.
It could get something that I'm
It
interested.
it could, yeah. It could be better. I don't know. I have heard that it is pretty much just it's just like action schlock. So like we'll see. Because I've always heard like mixed things on the Underworld franchise, and I just never saw it like firsthand. And then after watching the first movie, I'm like, I can kind of get it. Because even I was kind of like having a hard time understanding. I kind of like the world that it's set in. Don't get me wrong. I do think it's cool. The premise is there. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm really big in on it.
Well, we're gonna watch the second part on Sunday, so
Well, yeah, we'll definitely
maybe
see.
time to find out.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. What am I doing? Oh, that's what I'm doing. See, bunny brain. You
It's like-
are a cool human being, by the way. Do you know that?
Well, thank you.
There. I just need to say that.
Well, thank you. You're a really cool bunny as well.
That's all pretty job, but somebody has to do it.
Well, yes.
Okay, why is this thing not... Oh, okay, hold on. There it is. No, there it's not. What? Shouldn't you be... Okay, it is. It is! It is doing a thing.
Okay.
This is good.
Yeah,
So I
fuck.
get a little bit of... I get a little bit of money when I clean something. I got like 250 for cleaning something or other, like a wall or something.
Mhm.
And when you clean something, I get like a quarter. Give me a tip because I didn't do anything. You gotta be cheap and only give me a quarter.
I'm
You're gonna have to renegotiate this entire contract, sir.
I mean, yeah, but you know, the economy the way it is, you know, ends have to be met.
Yeah, you'll meet your end eventually.
I'm well aware. I'm well aware. I know.
that was dark. Sorry. Oh my god, I cussed. Crap, now I have to go back to the funny bingo.
How
You
dare?
made me cuss.
How
you?
dare? I thought you were better than that.
Yeah, well, I thought my pizza last night was better than what I had.
Lucky.
I didn't actually have pizza.
Oh.
That makes me sad.
I've got pepperonis. I don't have.
Oh, nuns?
I do. I have snacks.
Nuns. I don't.
I'm sorry. You want one? It might be. It
I
might.
have my pride.
At least one of us does.
It's okay, we can share my pride. I got enough for the both Three of us, sorry. Extra personalities and all that.
No, I got you.
Okay, I don't have to clean the tree, do I?
No, no, of course not.
Okay.
It's a tree. When was the last time you got a...
Where?
The-
Where am I? Emotional. Yeah, my promotional. No, my emotional support eminence. There we go. Hold on.
I don't know if you heard, they started doing mini peanut butter M&Ms.
I did not hear that, but I'm not a fan. I don't want a little peanut butter. I want all the peanut butter.
Understandable.
I love the minis though.
Not fair, City. You're all good. I appreciate the
Didn't
memes.
have the peanut butter yet. Uh oh, did I just crash?
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're still here. I'm sorry, I muted.
Why are you so purple?
Because I have money to buy clothes. I don't have to stay stock blue.
Blue is a beautiful color.
Like, it is, alright? It is a good color.
Beautiful.
I'm not saying you're not beautiful. I'm just saying.
I'm just you just saying you want to spray me off the deck, sir. You just wait until I get that nozzle. We are going to.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hot minute, buddy, but I will wait patiently. I'm not a patient man, but I will try.
Oh, that's good. It makes two of us. I'm also not a patient man.
Oh no, you're a patient bunny.
Aw. Meep meep. Thanks for running with my crazy, by the way.
Of course.
I'm just so sad because I'm out of my supportional. Seriously, emotional support eminence. Like I have like 7 or 8 left in that little in that family-sized bag.
That is awful.
Which is me. I'm the family. Okay. I mean, normally I get actually this is just the party size. Normally I get family size because that's like almost like a pound of eminence.
Mm.
This time I only had like 2 family-sized bags and nothing worked and everything was horrid. Now I'm sitting here. My sugar high is just non-existent at this point. Ugh. Okay, come on. Don't you get tired on my boy?
I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to.
And if you do, that is not a problem. We can always pick this up again at some other time. This is not a problem. If you're getting too tired,
It's all good.
let me know.
No, like I said, I'm always very tired. I have a sticker on my car that literally says sleep deprived.
Aww. Well, it's better than sleep deprived.
Hmm.
I think something is wrong with my aiming thing. It doesn't go sideways anymore. It only stays like.
Have you been pressing R? Because R rotates the nozzle.
Well, yeah, but when I rotated the nozzle, the targeting it didn't work. Now it works again. Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you call a crosshair? Cheapers words.
The M&M DoorDash.
Oh yes, please. Actually, you know what? I don't have the privilege of DoorDash or Grubhub or Uber Eats.
I think it's absurd. I when we were doing my last short film, Attack of the Killer Leaves, Steven was over and he was like, we were like door dashing, I think like Jack in the Box or something, and it was like $50 or something like that. It was,
oh my gosh.
for like 2 or 3 people, like it was absolutely absurd.
Oh, that's nuts.
Like I really think like food delivery like that is a sham.
Yeah, 100%.
And I just prefer like getting my own stuff. Like I don't care about like waiting in lines and stuff. Like it's not like I have anything better to do.
Good point. But no, absolutely. And the thing is, for me, it's not available up here anyway in the mountains. So I'm like an hour away from what I call the big city, and that's where like a McDonald's is, and Starbucks, and Panda Express. So if I ever want like fast food, I have to drive like an hour to get there.
Gotcha, yeah.
But I mean, it's not horrible. I can live without it. We have a hamburger place right around the corner over here that makes better hamburgers than McDonald's could ever do.
Oh yeah, yeah, and yeah, yeah.
But I mean, don't get me wrong, I love McDonald's, sadly.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know, but you know,
But every once in a while, it would be so nice to just go and call up the pizza place and say, hey, I would like a pizza, and could you deliver that? And they just don't, so I have to make my own pizza. Which is not bad. No one has died from it yet, I think.
I would hope not.
Last time I checked, he was still in a coma, so... Well, don't you pray before you eat? Maybe you should start.
Hmm. Take that under consideration.
Do you cook?
I really want to, honest I do. And I did for a time when I first moved into my apartment. But recently work just kicks my tail. I just do not have the energy when I get home. Like I've been meaning to cook like some rice like the past couple of days, and I have not been able to. It's not a matter of procrastination. It's just a matter of timing is not where it needs to be.
I know how it works. Yep.
You know, and like I used to work at a shop that was just like 5 minutes away, and then I transferred to the one that's like 30 minutes away now because
Oh, that's great.
slightly better pay.
So
Um,
you had a job at a painting business, right? And now
yeah,
you're in a warehouse. Is that still the same painting business? Or
yeah,
is it
it's still the same company. It's still the same company.
Oh, good.
But
Good. I
it's
was hoping for that. Wonderful.
yeah, it is still the same company, but it's their like a commercial
Well, that's awesome
for
to
more
hear,
like
though.
industrial paints and whatnot. But we still get like the usual stuff.
Okay.
But it is insane. Like the store before they opened that commercial, because I transferred to it. Well, one, the commercial store is also like not even 5 minutes down from the other store, and it is just it was insanely busy. Like they were up to their gills in people and contractors.
Okay.
It
I can actually
it
imagine.
was easily like it was the top store in the Metroplex. Let's put it that way.
Oh, nice.
So
That sounds busy.
it's insanely busy. Yeah. So I think they opened the commercial store to kind of levy that a little bit, but in doing so, I think they turned that store there into more of a DIY store for like new residential or just regular 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 folk. Whereas the commercial store deals more with like professional proper businesses
Oh,
and new business. And we still get a couple of those like, you know, new res and ever so rarely the occasional like DIY person.
multiple
But
streams of income. That's great. That's not a bad thing.
huh?
Getting. Oops. Hold on. Okay, something is weird. Hold on, just a second.
Yeah.
Something. My computer just did a thing. Hold on.
All good.
Are you giggling? Are you
Uh
giggling over there, sir?
yeah, I'm giggling at myself. Don't worry about me.
Oh, but I do. You're one of my people. I have to worry. It's my job.
Okay. If you insist.
Okay, have I fixed it?
Seems to be the problem. Can I any way I can help?
No, I have a couple of background things running, and one of them decided to not do a thing and freeze on me. And I just realized that it did that. And I fixed it. I hope
Nice.
for the next 2 minutes.
Creators, I've seen Malcolm in the Middle. I loved that show growing up. The intro is a really good song. I still listen to that song.
See, one of the things that is for me, you know, I keep saying I'm an ignorant German. Actually, what happened when I came to the States, there was so many new sitcoms that I've never seen or you know heard of that I never got in German TV or whatever. So I'm still trying to catch up with a lot of like older shows that people say are kind of like pop culture or at least should be known to me. I'm trying my best to get there. I'm just a very slow bunny when it comes to catching up.
I gotcha. Trust me, that's me with a lot of like video games. Like I just bought Fallout New Vegas and the Batman Arkham games because they were dirt cheap.
That?
I haven't played them yet. I'm waiting to play them on stream, but
Oh, nice.
but
And
I
also,
I get very.
do you currently have a streaming schedule?
I'll be honest. Yes, but will I stick to it? Probably not. Because
Okay.
I try to, but with my work schedule being very inconsistent, it makes it very difficult for me to do a proper stream schedule.
Yeah.
So I try to do every couple of days, at least 2 or 3 times a week, if
And you
that.
also on Twitter too, right?
I do, which is the same as my handle on Twitch because somebody had to take the proper Ian the Bean away from me and beat me to that punch, and so I had to take a page from I Am the Captain's book, which for him it's I Am Tech Captain.
Captain,
So for my handle it's Ian Tebbean, and
I love it.
it's so hilarious because like when I go into like a streamer's chat for the first time and just like say hi, how's it going, and give them a follow, they always mispronounce Ian. They always pronounce that bit.
Oh,
It's so hilarious because there are some I've been there was one decent streamer, decent sized streamer. 'Cause I know a lot of you probably not gonna know. I don't know how many are in like the catch up with like the VTuber space. But Mimkibus is a top is one of like middle-ish VTubers. Whenever I like started chatting in there, it's always it's N Tibbing.
oh.
And so a lot of people like kind of pronounce Ian as N or something along those lines, and it's just like at the same time it's just like I've dealt with that my entire life. So because even in elementary, middle school, they were over the announcements like, yes, happy birthday to Ian.
Are you serious?
I kid you not. I
That is-
kid you not. And I would just be sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. I get it, like Ian isn't a very common name, but you also have actors like Sir Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen,
yeah.
Exactly. England. I would put Jorah immediately.
I just know like Ian McKellen. That's like the first thing I go towards. Ian McDermott, who plays Palpatine in the Star Wars movies. Like there are a couple of Ians out there, but like it. I get it. You probably haven't had first-hand experience with it.
Yeah. So is Ian actually an Irish name?
I believe it's Scottish.
Scottish, that's what it was. So what I remember is Ian Glenn, the guy who played Jorah on Game of Thrones. He actually is pronounced I-A-I-N, or spelled. But I think it's Ian still, not E-A. So, again.
There could be like other like pronunciations of it. I know it's still like a derivative from John, I think somehow, but
Oh, is it?
I think so. My dad a while back gave me like this little one of those cheesy little picture card things that you get at like the gas station or something that has your name on it, and like, oh yeah, he's like a hard worker, really cheesy little things like that.
That's sweet though.
It definitely is. I do appreciate that sentiment. But I think it is, I believe it is like a derivative of John.
Okay. Well, see, I've always been super into like languages and where names come from and where words come from. Just okay. You want to have a real shower thought?
Sure. I'm not in the shower, but you know,
Okay.
missed that by
You
about
don't
3.5
have to think
hours.
either.
Like,
You don't have to think either. I did that for you.
okay.
Only 3 days ago did it hit me, in fact, that use is the short form for utilize. I have this is the kind of crap that I think about, okay? And then I go, I've never realized that. So that kind of thing is always super interesting to me. And then, like I said, like Ian is a derivative of like this name and that name, and then you have Gaelic and Irish and Scottish and all of those different languages together. And God, I love it. Chauvin, those Irish names that nobody knows how to pronounce.
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm saying Cillian right because the
Yeah.
other day I read an article where
No, I think it's Cillian Murphy.
Killian, is it?
I think so. I could be wrong. I should know this. I've really loved Oppenheimer, but
Oh, he wasn't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See,
he
I only know
played-
him from Peaky Blinders.
I know that's like his main thing. I know he's mostly worked with Christopher Nolan. I think he was in like some of the Dark Knight movies.
Oh, that's.
I think he actually auditioned for Batman at one point before Christian Bale got it. There is an audition reel of Cillian Murphy playing Bruce Wayne Batman.
Okay.
So that exists and it's out there. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. He was amazing in Oppenheimer. Like that movie deserves all the praise and all of the awards it got.
I want to see it so bad. I mean, it's on Amazon Prime right now, but it's still like $25 or whatever.
Oh yeah, so I like rent it,
I want to
just
see
like-
Barbie. No. You're not ranting. You're just speaking.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say I was ranting. I was like, oh yeah, no, you gotta like rent it. It's just like, eh.
Oh, that's what a rent is.
Yeah, no.
I was ranting. Or you
No.
rant.
No. Trust me. If you want me to rant, I will rant about a topic, but I don't want to alienate your audience. So
If I can't do that, there's a lot of people who might not be able to either.
I just don't want to overstep boundaries and kind of like do.
Oh, you're a good bunny,
Okay.
Claire. Bean bunny.
Music
Okay,
there
so-
sound like Shrek.
Stop. Well, thank you. Well, Shrek. Oh God.
I-
need to rewatch it at some point too.
it-
right?
Probably. Shrek 2, I think, is. I don't know if it's still in theaters this week. But it actually just celebrated its 20th anniversary.
Yes, I heard that or I saw that. Did we talk about that? Or
I did. I probably posted it because I went to see it the same night we were doing Underworld.
Okay. Yes. That's where I know that from. Okay.
But yeah. But yeah, Shrek 2 was back in theaters. They're doing a lot of the movies like coming back and celebrating like the 20th anniversary. I know Sony is. I'm going to assume they're doing like they're bringing back the majority, if not all, of the Spider-Man movies back into theaters.
Okay.
For like every Monday or something. I feel like Sony is just trying to recoup the losses that they absolutely bombed with Madam Web, but
Okay.
that's just me speculating. I'm not saying, but it is probably the case because Madam Web, I'm pretty sure nobody went to see it. Nobody was even remotely hyped for it. Everybody, even the stars of the movie, were dogging on it. Like it was.
Really?
Yes, I kid you not.
Jeez.
Like it was bad. I didn't see it, but I just heard like one of the main villain was just like his lines didn't even match up with what he was saying. It always sounded like ADR, which ADR is just like voice work, like going back and re-recording lines. It always sounds like it was like somebody else recorded it. It doesn't match up and it doesn't really fit.
Okay.
So very bizarre, very bizarre.
So I'm in the mountains. I have a cinema like an hour away from me, but I haven't been in one in like 5 years now, I think.
Yeah.
The only way that I watch anything in the cinema is Amazon. But if I ever do see Madame Web, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm not big into like Marvel or all of that. I mean, don't hurt me, people, okay? Again, I am nothing but an ignorant German, okay? But I do wanna kind of get into a lot of different stuff, just because I want to widen my horizons a little bit.
For sure, yeah.
Because I'm very much, if I don't like something, I'm just gonna stay away from it and do whatever I do like, and that can get you into a mindset where you're not really open to new things anymore over the years.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen, really, you know?
Fair. And especially with like Marvel movies as of recent, they blame Disney for it mostly because corporate greed will just ruin everything. But like they just like tried doing too much, especially right after like Avengers Endgame. And that sort of like superhero fatigue was just kind of, it was kind of already there even with Marvel still in its prime, so to speak. But and with DC just absolutely just in shambles, like creatively, like constantly trying to re-find its footing, and now like they're completely just like reshaping it to where like James Gunn has just been brought in to completely like reshape the DC universe, and so he's gonna he's already doing a new like a Superman movie. But he's basically like reshaping like DC now.
Okay.
But there definitely is a lot of that superhero fatigue going around. Like even again, like going back to like Disney doing too much and kind of ruining Marvel a bit. With doing a lot of the Disney Plus shows that they were doing. You know, you had Falcon and Winter Soldier, like Secret Invasion as of recent. Some of these are good shows, but they just keep like churning it out like it's on a factory mill, and they don't leave any room to really let things breathe and let it kind of simmer and settle. It's always got to be on to the next thing. You got to set something else up. This project has to lead into, I don't know, like another TV series, or you know, it's got to tie into the movie.
It's oversaturated.
Exactly. You get like, you get really spread thin, and it just gets tiring. You know, the same formulaic thing just gets tiring.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you have something that draws a crowd, you will try to do that same thing and reiterate that success.
Exactly,
The problem
but
is that people aren't stupid. They understand that if something is run off the mill, it's going to be like a conveyor belt kind of thing. Um, at some point, the passion is going to come out of the project, and it's going to turn into pressure, and that is something that you could feel. You know,
exactly.
we have to make money. We have to up our game. We have to be better and stronger and faster every time with every movie. I think Fast and Furious kind of like is like that too. You know, bigger explosions.
Oh yeah,
stuff,
exactly. And it's like,
faster stuff.
and what's funny is that like, I've barely seen the Fast and Furious movies, but like I know like they started out just like, you know, basic like racing, you know, movies. Like they're I don't they were never really like action sort of thrillers. They were, you know, low stakes sort of racing. And
Well, I think what happened is that the producers producers kind of picked up on the comments that they were getting from the public, and they said, oh yeah, this scene was the best, and so if there was a lot of like, we really like that part, they probably just went, well, most of the people want to do this is where we make the most money, let's do that, and that's how they involved.
Like that, or they maybe got a little bit too in the weeds with trying to be like, I don't know, Mission Impossible, or other, trying to be like another franchise when, you have your own sort of thing going. So now, instead of being known for like racing, you're known for being like, oh yeah, Vin Diesel is his family a lot, and you get all these weird action set pieces that kind of don't feel like they should belong.
Okay.
And yet still,
I've seen 2 of those movies, so
and yet still trying to be, at the core, yeah, we have to put these cars in like some weird scenarios. This car is we're gonna tie a rope somehow to the wheel, and it's gonna fly halfway across a cliff. Like, what? They are losing the plot.
Yeah, and that's where it comes in. We have to bring these stunts in, no matter what the story does, because the stunts is what people want to see. Action.
Exactly, and I think that's kind of why Fast and Furious is still kind of a decent franchise, is because they're going straight balls to the wall with it. There's
still a market for it.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? Let's also not underestimate if they bring in power figures like Fluffin, The Rock, and Diesel. I mean, yeah. I'm not sure about Diesel. I don't like The Rock much.
Yeah, he at this point he's very oversaturated. Like his time in the market has really been overstayed.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's a bad person.
He's not. It's just.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's like that was kind of the same thing with John Cena for a while.
Yes.
It's like I think the only one that hasn't overstayed their welcome, like going from wrestler to actor, is Dave Bautista. Because he's go on.
So I watched that movie where he is supposed to stop the apocalypse with like 3 or 4 different people, and he holds this gay couple hostage with their little daughter and tells them that, hey, you are going to have to kill one of them. I don't know what the title is.
I know what you're talking about. It was an M Night Shyamalan movie. That was fairly recent.
There's something.
No. Visitors, I think, is something completely different. I know what you're talking about, though.
And I like that movie. I've never been a big fan of Batista. See, here's the thing where I don't like the person, but I like what they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I like the album, but I don't like the artist.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that movie. I think he's not a bad actor. How did you like it?
I haven't seen it. I heard mixed things on it because it is M. Night Shyamalan. He's very hit or miss in his career. Like I said earlier, Last Airbender, massive flop. That pretty much tanked him for a while.
Yeah.
That tanked a lot of people. A lot of people's career. In that, I don't know how some of them came out unscathed, or came back much better. But I know the kid that played Aang, or how they pronounce it in the movie, Ong, which is so dumb. I want to gag.
No, you want to gog.
He quit acting shortly after that, because being the face of Avatar, because he loved the series, and then Shyamalan kind of gave him a good old vice grip and kind of ended it.
Yeah.
And just completely just butchered what he wanted to do for his kids, which turned out like, buddy, you shouldn't have tried in the first place. Nonetheless, the guy that played Zuko in that movie, I'm forgetting his name right now, but he actually has a movie coming out pretty soon, if not already out, called Monkey Man, and that's backed by Jordan Peele. Which again, going into him here in a second. Jordan Peele, he went from comedy to doing all these standout horror movies. I still haven't seen any of his movies, but I know that they are fantastic. Because he did the movie Us, Nope, Get Out, I think, is what the movie was.
No, I think I've seen that somewhere. Not watched the movie, but I think I've seen that title. Is
Mhm.
it Amazon Prime?
It might be. It could be. A lot of these have been out for a while. Nope was his most recent.
Okay.
Because I think that had Kiki Palmer in it. That had to do with like aliens, I think,
Okay.
invading like a small California town or something along those lines. I don't quote me on that, but
I will not.
it's bugging me now. I think it's Dave Patel. I think is what his name is. But let me double check here.
What, are you slacking on the job now?
Dev Patel, that's his name.
Oh, okay.
But he like basically like made his own movie because he for a while couldn't he wanted to like more like action roles and wanted to do more in that field, but Hollywood was like, no, I don't think you're gonna get much because Hollywood is very it's tough crowd, we'll say. So he was like, hey, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna make my own, going all Thanos, like fine, I'll do it myself. So made his own movie, wrote, directed it. Still haven't seen the movie. Heard it's pretty good, and he busted his butt for that movie.
That is, see, motivation
And
takes you places.
exactly. God, where was I going with this? Rex, he was an Airbender. Again, like I don't know how some of these guys like come out unscathed. Like some of them probably just because they can live off daddy's money for a while, or some other reason. But yeah, sorry, I'm a very big movie person, and I like going into these conversations.
That is completely fine. That is completely fine. I mean, it's not like I didn't know that before we started.
I know, I know, I know. I'm just saying, like for the people that may not know me, you know, I am very much into movies. I'm very passionate about like the world of films and just trying to make a good product, or at the very least, I can see the appeal in the hard work that goes into making something like that, or like goes into making really anything creative for that matter.
Yeah.
You know, streaming, YouTube videos, just anything of the medium.
So, what would your ideal, perfect dream project be? What would you really, really, really want to do? Like the one, if you could do one thing, one movie or one, I don't know, maybe one series.
I see that's tough because like I know adaptations are really not, if done correctly they can be really really good, and I personally would really like to do either a like Ben 10 movie or a Code Lyoko movie, because Ben 10 growing up for me was the pinnacle of my childhood. It was easily the greatest thing I had ever seen, and I was just instantly hooked on it, and just exploring the world of that, and not necessarily bringing it into a new, like trying to retell the same story for a new generation, but more of keeping in line with what fans of the show grew up with, you know, making the stories maybe just a little bit darker but not too dark and like, oh yeah, no, he's gonna this is way out of pocket and this is not exactly, but having a more mature storyline for it while still like you're not dumbing anything down, like you're keeping in line with like basic character descriptions and motives, but telling it in a way that it feels refreshing while still being the same, you know.
I think that is a really, really noble goal to have because you want to have a balance within everything, you know.
Exactly.
That sounds really, really nice. I think that would be a fantastic thing for you to do. If you ever get that chance, go for it, 100%.
Absolutely. And like it's funny, like in like at the tail end of college, like I started writing a script for a Code Lyoko movie, because again, that's another property that I'm very very passionate about. There's a lot that you can do with that with these, you know, high school kids that find this supercomputer that is harboring an artificial intelligence that is hell-bent on world destruction and domination. And like I highly encourage you, like, at least like check out an episode or two of it. The entire series is up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
It does have a very formulaic, very samey thing with each episode, but they do enough to have some semblance of a plot going forward after season 2 to where it doesn't fall flat on its ass. I'm sorry.
That's fine. We all have one. Some even have a hole in it.
Yeah, unless you somehow incorrectly use super glue, but you know that's I'm not gonna judge.
You know, not everything that has two cheeks is a face.
Yeah. But it's also a matter of like still, and this is a lot of thing that you run into with Hollywood adaptations. You know, a lot of the backers aren't gonna have that same passion and drive for said property. You know, they want to see like, okay, how can we twist this to benefit us and make us the most bank, or what we think is right, so we're just gonna completely write you out. You know, like, you can still do this, but you know, either you do this or we're not making it at all.
Yeah.
And so you really have to find a distributor or somebody that you want to work with that shares that same vision. That's why I'm really adoring, as of recent, the film company A24, because they make some bonkers products. Like, they distribute some of the weirdest things. Like, okay. At first I thought they only started out with like horror movies, but they distributed Ari Aster's Midsummer, Hereditary.
Oh, Midsummer was horrid. I mean, I watched it. I love my horror movies. I'm not too body horror, but that was a good movie.
See, I've heard they're good. Like, again, I'm not too big into horror either. Like, that kind of horror, like science fiction horror, like very futuristic, Diablo, Doom, that kind of horror, I can absolutely get behind.
Alien?
I can absolutely get behind it. I've never seen an Alien movie, but I can respect it.
Okay,
Like Alien,
gotcha.
Predator. There is a manga artist by the name of Junji Ito, and I love his work. It is very some of his work is very interesting. Like, it's not very like I don't want to say there's like a little bit of body horror to it, but it's some of his drawings are definitely interesting to look at. You know, like, just kind of appreciating the detail and what some of these, you know, you get this person that looks like they're turning into a snail, or this person that has a spiral kind of forming from their brain, and that's kind of affecting their face.
Okay.
You know, things like that. There's a manga called Uzumaki that he's done, and it's really good. Basically, this town is under a spiral curse, I believe is what it is. So basically, like, the skies are, the clouds are all spirals. You know, everything, there is a spiral theme to it, very spherical nature to it,
Okay.
where like, to some people the sirens sound like it's drilling into their skull.
Ooh.
And it affects everybody kind of differently. Some drive just absolutely mad with it. It's really interesting. I do recommend it. But just kind of like appreciating that kind of horror, as well as, you know, just any other kind of like science fiction sort of thing. I think that's kind of like why I'm drawn to like the Chucky movies a little bit, because at first I was scared of them, but now because I think like it's endearing a little bit.
Oh my no. Well, my mom um had me in her bed when I was like 8 years old,
Mhm.
and she was watching it thinking I was sleeping. I was peeking from under the covers. That was a really, really bad decision because that fluffed me up for a very, very long time. I still to this day do not like dolls. No.
Yeah, no. There was a movie that I watched in like 2013 that was a kind of a satire on Disney a little bit, but like they secretly shot it at Disney World because they couldn't get like permits, so they did what they call like guerrilla shooting.
Oh yeah.
So basically like shooting on location, but pretty much without people, like hopefully with nobody noticing.
Uh-huh.
There was one scene that like there was a specific face that he made that really stuck with me, and it was really bad. It messed me up forever. Like I could not sleep in my own bed for months. Like I actually slept on the couch.
Gosh,
I actually
no.
slept on the couch for at least a month and a half, I think.
Oh my god.
And like and I could barely like take a shower, like close my eyes without like just being petrified, or like
Oh no.
it was rough. And like looking back on it now, it's probably not that bad. I still don't want to look it up in case like it's still really weird, but yeah.
That some things stick with you. And I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, some people say, hey, then that means it's a good movie or a good thing, right? If
Mhm.
it's done right because it sticks with you. That's
Yeah.
what you want. But at the same time, it's not funny when you accidentally watch a vampire movie when you're very, very little and then sleep with a side of garlic salt by your bed, you know?
Oh, don't tell me you were scared of Twilight.
Oh gosh, Twilight. That scares me for many, many different reasons. And actual horror is not one of them, trust me.
No, I just joking, having a goof. I
No, I mean, I'm
it
not gonna say it's bad, but it's too teeny for me, you know?
I hope I never watch a Twilight movie, but if I ever get forced to, I don't know. I don't know how I feel because I already know that they used a Linkin Park song in I think the first or second Twilight movie.
Ooh, okay.
And as you know, I'm a very massive fan of Linkin Park, and
So am I. Poor Chester.
I know, God rest his soul.
Well, actually, a friend of mine, he went to his last concert. So Chester had a concert. He was there, and
Hmm.
then he took his own life. And I was like, holy crap, that's pretty wild. So,
Part of one where
okay.
you live. Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no, reading your chat.
What? Well, I'm not even reading my own chat. Goodness, I have a great
Wow.
job over here.
Wow, you're slacking on two jobs here. Wow.
Well, I don't get paid for either one of them. Who cares? Okay, so hold on, just a second. I'm trying to get a sense of what the fluff I'm doing here because most of the time I have no idea. The other time I have no clue. Um, try hard.
That is awful.
And here's yet another thing because I watched like the first Harry Potter movie way back in Germany when it came out, and then I
Hmm.
was like, well, that was nice, and then I just kind of like forgot about it.
And see, that's the thing too with like those kind of like
Yeah,
franchise.
I was.
That's the thing with those like franchise movies. Like you like the first one's it's still good, but I don't know. I guess relatively they're still good movies. I kind of dropped off of them. Like I'd still like them, I think. I have no respect for the author though, but
And again, that is completely valid because I mean, look at it. You know, you hate the artist, but you love the album, or you know, something like that.
exactly. But still, sometimes the ends don't justify the means. If that's a good context
Oh,
of
yeah.
using it, you know, just because you like this doesn't mean like it. I mean, I'm not saying like by liking it you are supporting a bad person. You know, unfortunately, sometimes that is the case. But especially with some like the later movies, the Fantastic Beasts spin-off movies, I didn't really pay much attention to those because all these bad things about J.K. Rowling were coming around, and they're like, oh yeah, they're actually not cool. I kind of don't want to watch these movies. And yet they're still gonna go ahead and reboot Harry Potter pretty soon. So you know,
Oh, they are.
yeah, they are.
Okay.
And unfortunately, J.K. Rowling is still heavily involved with it, but.
Oh.
So I don't know if we're gonna get too many fresh ideas. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Oh no, not at all. I was just so. Did you ever watch The Crow?
I've been meaning to, and I saw the trailer for the new one. I think it's interesting, but I'm not a fan of how Bill Skarsgård looks like Jared Leto's Joker from Suicide Squad.
Ooh. Okay, I haven't looked at it yet, but that seems interesting.
It's very interesting. Supposedly they are going to lean more towards the graphic novel, because it from the trailer it looks like a bloody good time. Like it is. That from what I'm hearing, I think it's more akin to like the John Wick movies, which I still have yet to see.
Yeah, me too. I've never seen. I like Keanu Reeves.
Keanu's great. Like
He's a baller.
he's great. He was just announced as the voice of Shadow the Hedgehog for the next Sonic movie.
No.
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. That is awesome. Okay, well that makes me happy. See, it doesn't take much.
It doesn't. And so that's the thing. Like, going back to like treating a franchise right and with respect. The Sonic the Hedgehog movies have been really good. You know, they were about to be really bad if they had kept the original Sonic design, which was going to be like this weird humanoid creature from hell. But it's like,
I mean, I'm so glad that Twitter went on the lines and said, nah.
yeah, no, seriously, if they had kept that, oh, who knows? Oh yeah,
Did I just cuss again?
that
Oh my God.
yeah.
Sorry. You make me feel like dancing.
But and they had a like when they went back to the drawing board with Sonic's design, they brought in, I forget his name, I think it's Tyler Hess. I think he was very big. I don't remember his actual like association with the Sonic franchise, if it's like from like the comics or what. But he kind of helped reshape Sonic's design and kind of make it a little bit more palatable.
Well, I'm glad he did because, good lord, that was a
Oh,
horror show.
it would have been like man, if they had kept that, who knows what Knuckles and Tails would have looked like.
Oh my god, no.
You
Not
know.
even going there. Holy fluff. No.
Yeah, which is, you know, yeah, no, absolutely not. But that's another thing, like, and they're already on like the third one now, and they've been successes on all fronts. And to know, like, not to like leave out Jim Carrey as Robotnik, like he's just a national treasure from an,
Oh my god, he is.
and it's so funny that these are the movies that are keeping him out of retirement. No, I kid you not, because like he has said that, you know, like, I'm probably just gonna retire if I get a script that is written in gold ink, then I will do that movie. Apparently Sonic is those gold scripts, because he's coming back for Sonic 3,
Oh, that's good.
and he's gonna be true fashion, in true Sonic canon fashion. He's finally gonna be donning a fat suit, so now we finally get Eggman.
Oh my god, this is gonna be epic. That is going to be so wonderful.
It's going to be fantastic.
I mean, I haven't seen any of the Sonic movies. I have to admit I did watch the Pikachu movie when
Pikachu movie was good.
Ryan Reynolds.
I like that movie. That was good. I do love me some Ryan Reynolds, and Justice Smith, the human actor, and that is still really good. I really like him in the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh, good.
Um,
Yeah, Reynolds is a sweetheart too. He's such a good guy.
he's great. I'm so excited for Deadpool 3.
Oh God, yes. No, finally, it's gonna come. Yoo-hoo!
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Ian, I tell ya, we're getting there. Now,
Absolutely.
also, pronunciation of your name. Is it Ian or is it Ian?
Either or. I will accept Ian or Ian.
Okay.
On the interwebs, my it's funny. All right, unwarranted backstory time for Ian the Bean.
Yes, please.
I think it was. It's been a minute, but one of my friends, Megan, came up with the nickname Ian the Bean. Because I would always do like a little squeak sound, and she'd be like, "Oh, Ian the Bean does a little scream," because the little thing went something like a
What?
yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, I was unaware that you were part guinea pig, but that was hella cute.
Yeah, just like
Oh my God!
just but yeah. I'd always do those, and just like if a game was like getting really like rageful or like multiplayer, and I was getting really upset with Steven or something, and just for kicks, and it's just funny things like that. And so Megan came up with the Ian the Bean name, and that kind of stuck with me. And I had talked to my friend Damien, who does like a little bit of art, but doesn't like fully do art, you know.
Okay.
And I had him do like a little mock-up of the little bean caricature, because I had like an idea. It's like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be like a little like red bean, and he's just, you know, little angry little bean. And so he made the initial concept art,
That is so cool.
and then
That's really-
yeah. And
Okay, so I do have a question, because when you just made that sound,
Mhm.
I remember that you had a sound alert on your stream where every time that you get a bit or something, you go, "Thank you." And
Yeah.
I don't know, was that you?
It is not. That is not me. That is not me, unfortunately. No.
You
That
should do that.
I could, but no. That credit goes to a meme artist named Gianni.
Okay.
He does a lot of like meme voice work, but also actual voice work. And I adore the hell out of the guy. Like, I'm trying to think of what he's done recently. He was in the game Ultra Kill, which is kind of like a Doom sort of type shooter.
Okay.
But he also does like proper voice acting and whatnot. But he's a really cool guy. A lot of like some of his memes I do have as sound alerts.
Oh, nice.
So I do have one that's that doesn't go touch grass.
Yeah,
That's Gianni as well.
Oh, that's cool.
And there was actually I just refound one that to kind of like replace the touch grass one. It's another Gianni one, but I think it goes, touching grass is not enough. I need horrible things to happen to powerful people. It's something to that extent. Just for the memes, of course. You know, but
For the memes.
for
For
the memes.
science.
Yeah. Well, we're not necessarily doing science here. It's not like we're Jesse, we're not cooking. Get out of the kitchen. I do pride myself on wanting to be a voice actor.
Well, you should try it. Absolutely. Have you? I mean, you've done a lot of stuff already, right?
A little bit, yeah. Kind of looping back to the All Things Abridged stuff. I do voice a couple of characters. One of them, I voiced Odd for the Code Lyoko abridged, and for that it's literally just my normal speaking because I don't really have anything else for that.
Okay.
And it's also just kind of like something I just kind of stuck with. Like, screw it, we'll keep it up, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then in our recent series, Assassination Classroom Abridged, I voice a character. I'm blanking on his name.
Okay.
But basically, I wanted to do kind of kind of what Steven did with his voice for Ulrich, which is a very sort of like low sort of voice. So it's kind of like emulating like I don't know if I can get it that low again. But it's kind of like the deepest I can go, you know, something like that. And it's like more kind of like gruff, putting more gruffness into it.
Okay.
That I can't do at the moment. Not that I can't. It's just I don't want to upset my neighbors or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm very like considerate. And again, that's another thing. Like me being very overly cautious about everything and not saying screw it. You know, just doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
You're a good bean for that.
Yeah.
And consideration is one of those things that you have in spades, you know. So Jess actually asked a very cool question. Favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Favorite Adam Sandler movie. That's a good one. I'm not going to say Uncut Gems is my favorite of his movies. I do like that movie because it's not one of his usual slapstick comedies. It's actually him being a serious actor for once.
Okay, I haven't seen that one either.
That's another A24 movie. It's very bizarre, but it's a lot of A24 movies are really bizarre. Like I said, like Ari Aster is a bizarre man. His last movie, Beau's Afraid, is a very dark comedy of sorts. But it's not really comedy. It's more like his version of it. I think the term is black comedy. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's very interesting. It's also a 3-hour movie, so like.
Ooh, boy. That alone is bizarre. Holy flop.
Yeah, no, you don't get many 3-hour movies.
Oh, thank goodness. I mean,
Yeah. Favorite Adam Sandler movie? I think maybe Bedtime Stories.
ooh, nice. Nice pick. Have you seen Don't Mess with the Sohan?
Oh, I feel like I have, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that are just so gaudy and so
Because I know that one.
crude, but it's fun.
Yeah, because I know that movie came out right about the same time as I think it was Mike Myers' Love Guru.
Yes.
It's kind of in that same vein, early 2000s to early 2010s. Oh, Grown Ups is good too. I do like Grown Ups. I actually really loved Grown Ups growing up. And I thought that was really good.
Okay.
Steve Buscemi also, I just like the guy. I liked him in that movie.
How about 50 First Dates?
Never seen it.
Oh, okay. I would carefully recommend it. It's a cute rom-com.
Okay.
It is cute, isn't it, Jess?
Actually, no. I think about Bedtime Stories. I think my all-time favorite is Click, though.
Oh, Click, not Switch. See, that one is like I haven't seen it yet. I want to say that I really want to see it, but I don't know if it's up my alley. I don't have many alleys.
I think just the premise alone. I haven't seen it in a while, but I know I still have the DVD somewhere. Something I can say that a lot of people don't. I still have a decent DVD collection.
That is indeed. I mean, I still have one too. I have like 40 or 50 of them, but I don't have a DVD player anymore.
Yeah.
I think I got rid of that like 4 or 5 years ago. But oh yeah, when I moved into the trailer, that's right.
Mm,
And then I just didn't need it, and then I was on the road, and I haven't
yeah.
had a TV 2 years prior to that. So
Yeah.
you
Just
know.
like, I was gonna my DVD collection has dwindled since I moved because I have to make ends meet somehow. But and I regret doing it because I lost a lot of good stuff. But I still have some really good ones that I refuse to get rid of.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I
Um,
still have Star Wars on VHS, I think. So.
I also have a set of Star Wars movies on VHS.
Nice.
I think it's still like the first three, like the original three,
Hmm.
and like it's old packaging. So I don't have a VHS, so I don't know if it's like a. I would imagine it was like the special effects added in stuff, that, but but yeah, I know my dad got that like right around kind of when I was in middle school ish. So I would say probably about 2012 ish, we'll say.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I've still got that. Um, there's one other VHS collection that I have that I just kind of inherited from dad
Uh-huh.
in the move. Um, it was the Highlander series.
Oh my God. What's his face? Adrian something?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. I have not seen Highlander in years.
I have been desperately wanting to get rid of these. If you want them,
I don't have like a CD thingy anymore. Or yeah,
VHS.
yeah,
Yeah.
VHS thing.
Yeah. Adrian Paul is who you're thinking
Adrian
of.
Paul, thank you. Yes.
The
Oh
power of
God.
IMDb.
Yeah.
Look, I have that at my fingertips. You know, that is one of the first things on my home screen is IMDb.
Oh, absolutely. I would tell you to if you hadn't already.
Hmm? No,
I would tell you.
a movie buff like myself not having that like at the ready for useless trivia, please.
Well, I mean, so the thing is that I just saw a commercial actually, like I think just a few days ago, where IDBM has a new, I don't know what it is, a new thing of sorts, like a membership kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. They have a commercial out for it that I saw online. I don't know what it is.
Hmm.
I don't pay attention.
I was to
See,
say
this is why I'm ignorant German.
I don't know. Because I know there is a membership for like putting film credits on there for things. Because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, I think a few of my short films have IMDb credits.
Okay,
That
now
I
you
just
give me
put
status
there,
rights
but
over here.
Hmm?
I'm gonna
No.
have to follow you and on that thing now.
I mean, I don't know.
IMDb.
IMDb is not necessarily like one of those like, types. Like I don't think I can even like go back and re-edit some of the stuff.
Mm.
Because I don't have that membership anymore. Hell, I don't even know if those films are still even up there.
What? Maybe time to find out.
Maybe.
I'm trying to find the balance. What's it called? Balance steps. Where are the balance steps?
Balance steps. Let's see.
Yeah. But I can balance on any step if I really want. Unless I'm drunk.
It is down here. And since you were on, yeah, down here. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah.
See, we can and we can meep at each other and squeak at each other all we want. This is wonderful.
That little
What's
square right there.
that? Oh, for fluff.
There you go.
Well, that wasn't so hard, was it? Now.
No.
Let me clean your visor.
Yeah, hold on.
Are you
You
going
got
to
some.
be my ad visor? Are you gonna start playing commercials?
Hold on.
I'm
Where's
sorry, my humor is horrible. Oh! He's bringing the power into the power wash. Holy fluff! You put the power into power wash, but I put the super in super hop. Okay, honestly, I just clicked my mouse button like I was in DZ. I was gonna hit you over the head with it, and then I was wondering why it didn't work. I was like, hey! Oh wait, I can't hit you.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't that type of game.
That is so sad. I seriously, I want to play laser tag. And
No, honestly, like again, like having that sort of FPS to that, like, you can already
oh
like
my
you can
gosh.
already crouch in the game. Like you can already
Yeah.
do all this. Like adding that laser tag or like
Water
water,
tag, just
like
with
having
colored water bombs. Let us, give us a super with
exactly
colored water
like
balls or something. That would be awesome.
like essentially like Counter-Strike, but just like water gun. Like that would be an excellent DLC, or like just like a fun little add-on.
Yeah, that would be so cute. I love a little DLC like that. Maybe we should just petition.
Oh my gosh, maybe.
We should write them. I'll write them. I don't care. I have said thank you very much to Russell Crowe for being the executive producer of the Ark series on his birthday. Which, by the way, is also your birthday. Did you know that Russell Crowe has a birthday on your birthday?
Yeah, I also know that Jackie Chan shares a birthday with me.
Oh, see, now I know something that I didn't know before. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we... There's not much left now.
So there's not much left at all.
You're doing the majority of the work. I'm like, lorp-de-derp-de-derp.
No,
I'm
just...
just giggling and talking and stuff. Middle deck joists. Okay, I always thought there was no worse word than moist. And then I hear joist.
Joist.
Okay, what the fluff? I'm not enjoying this at all.
It's a
What
lot
even
of...
is a joist?
I don't know. See, that's the thing with this game too. It's like you get all these phrases like, oh yeah, a joist or whatever that is, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. And then you actually see it, and it's like, cool. I still don't know what I'm looking at, but
Yeah,
at least I have a
right,
name
it's
for it now.
Okay, so now hold on a second here. If this is a joist, that would mean it would be like a lip, like a little, like these down here. That's a joist.
Huh, the more you know.
Thing you know now. Oh,
Yeah.
Why don't we just start quoting Family Guy while we're at it? Do you watch Family Guy?
Occasionally. I'm not big into it, but I do find the appreciation in it in some cases.
Yeah, I mean, some of their humor is a little too harsh for me here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I just giggle behind the off. I've seen most of the 14 or 15 seasons so far.
Also, I don't really like keep up with it. Like I like a little bit of it.
And I do like Seth MacFarlane. I think he's a great talent. He's a wonderful talent. Very. I mean, he plays like what, 5 voices?
More than
He does
he.
Peter and the Doctor and Brian.
Yeah, he does. Peter, Brian, Quagmire.
Oh, Quagmire. That's
Stewie.
Herbert?
What?
Does he do Herbert? The old guy?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Trying to think who else. Just like a bunch of like other miscellaneous characters.
Yeah. God, so I didn't know that for the longest time. I stumbled about that info, I think, like a couple of years after I started watching, and then I was like, okay, who is this MacFarlane guy? And then I finally started to go, okay, I want to know more about the show, and then I kind of like became a fan a little bit, and then I watched that one movie that Farland did, which I don't know the name of right now, but I think it was kind of hilarious. It was like a Western thing.
Oh yeah, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yes, exactly. It's been way too long since I watched that, actually.
Yeah, I think I saw bits of it. I don't think I ever saw the full thing. I know Liam Neeson's in it.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh, I love Liam Neeson.
He is great. Liam Neeson is actually on to do a reboot of the Naked Gun movies.
Oh, nice.
And I have not seen one of those movies, but I've seen clips, and I think Liam Neeson can do really good comedy.
Yes.
Because there is a deleted scene in McFarlane's movie Ted, where Neeson tries to buy a box of tricks, and it's quite funny. So I think Liam Neeson can do. I think he has decent comedic timing. I think it might work out. But yeah.
Well, and that's another thing too. I mean, if you're an actor, I mean, especially these days, I think it's really, really hard to not get typecast for a certain thing if you do in a series or something, because, oh my gosh, we did it. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that was awesome. Where was I? Yeah, that's my brain for you. Oh yeah, so typecasting and stuff, you know, like, Daenerys, the wonderful lady who played Daenerys, she's always going to be Daenerys. And you know, there's a German trilogy of Sissi, the Empress of Austria and all of that. And that lady, she killed herself, sadly, Romy Schneider, beautiful, beautiful woman. But she basically, the first roles that she got was for the Empress, and everybody always wanted to cast her as the Empress or as a queen or as like some princess or something. And she was like, just so tired of it. I see that happening a lot, and I think that is something that if you're an actor, you really have to watch out, like what roles you're going to play, because people are going to associate that with you for a very long time.
Exactly.
Unless you can really bring variety into what you do with different movies, and then maybe do a series that casts you as one type, but people already know you as other, you know, as in other roles. That
Yeah.
might work. But
Yeah.
if you start as a certain role, it's easy for that to happen.
For
Well,
sure.
schnoopsies! Bean Bunny,
Hmm.
we're done!
We are. We're done. We finished the treehouse. It only took. I want to say that probably took maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah, and I mean it's actually perfect because the timing is perfect because I got like 15 minutes or so left. This is great.
Yeah, I was gonna say like for sure. I think this was gonna be like the last one, anyways, because again, like the maps just get more elaborate and weird from here.
Yeah.
So
And that's, you know, we can definitely do that again at some point. I would love to.
oh,
you know?
absolutely. I had such a wonderful time at this.
Yeah. And so Saturdays, I don't. So quick announcement for the Fluffle at large as well. Emilia Clark, thank you. Yes. So I have started a microgreen business. I only 2 days ago got my business cards and my little rewards cards. I'm It's called Meep's Farm Fresh Microgreens. Okay, yes, I'm going as Meep. This is me, okay? Um, so Saturdays I will have to do farmers markets. I don't know if I might actually have to change my times for streams in general just on Saturdays. That is going to depend on how everything is going to work out. So I don't know yet, but keep an eye out. Okay, perfect, done.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so I got approved for the farmers market. I was so excited.
Very nice. Congratulations on that.
Oh yes, it's gonna be fun. You know, microgreens are one of those things that I never thought I was gonna get into. But every time that you see the tray and you see those plants grow and come to life, and you put them into something called blackout, where they don't get any light for the first 3 days, and they have weights on them, so the roots go really strong. And so you take those weights off and you put the plants under the light, and they're bright yellow because they haven't gotten any light. And within 6 hours, you put them under a greenhouse light. Within 6 hours, they change colors, and it is amazing to watch every time. I know it sounds like a little thing, but it is really, really interesting. It gets me every time.
That
Plus,
sounds.
arugula is fantastic.
No. Well, very cool.
Yeah, I've just always wanted to have my own business, except it hasn't, like, it's worked out in the past. I had a couple of them, but you know, it's like, yeah, time for something new. So if you had your own business, would you start like a movie company, like a production company, a distribution company. I know it's gonna be in movies. So.
Mhm. I would think maybe distribution,
Ooh, okay.
because there are a lot of talent out there that I'm sure have all these creative ideas that they can't get. They wouldn't be able to get that reach with, say, Warner Bros. Especially not Warner Bros. If they're going under. So they have nosedived since David Zaslav took the CEO role, and that Discovery merger has happened. By the way, release Coyote vs. Acme. That movie needs to come out.
Oh, I'd love that.
There has been so much on that. That's for another time. I will do a whole stream on tangents about movies. I swear. If somebody's willing to watch that, I will. Because I will be red in the face supporting the actors and creatives that worked tirelessly on a movie that is just getting written off for taxes purposes, and that is asinine, and that is so empty-headed and such a corporate scheme that I cannot fully trust Warner Brothers anymore. And this coming from, like, they have Cartoon Network, they have Adult Swim, they pretty much made my childhood, and they have now turned into a big bully. And I can't really support them anymore.
I know where you're coming from. I have very similar feelings about Ark at the moment. But I fully understand and love the passion that you have, because I mean it's very obvious that you really want the best for the industry, and you see a lot of stuff that could be changed, could be done differently, could be done the old way, you know.
There are so many different things, like especially with the last year's writer's strike, and then the actors took place in that as well. You know, they all deserve what they're worth, because writers, you know, you wouldn't have your stories without writers. You wouldn't have anything without those writers and actors. And that's something that AI can't really do, or at the very least not in a way that seems human. Where I get it that AI is kind of like the way to go nowadays. That's the next big thing. I know that AI is like kind of the future, but there is ways that AI can help, but it's not a tool to heavily rely on.
Yes, I agree. I'm going to tell you, sometimes when I need something explained that doesn't explain anything else on the internet in a way that I understand it, I go to ChatGPT and say, explain it to me like I'm like 5 years old. And it will do that. And I'm so glad, because I'm a very stupid person, okay? Don't get me wrong. Just because I look stupid and I say stupid things, don't be fooled, I really am stupid, okay? But I think there's a huge danger that comes with it, because people will abuse everything.
They absolutely will, and they in some cases already have. You know, making deep fakes of just it. It's awful.
I mean, the one funny thing that I took away from was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago when they had the Queen. They had a video of the Queen dancing on the table for Christmas, and it was really fun. I mean, you know, but it looked so real, and that really it drives home the point of you can't tell if it's real or not anymore. In
Exactly.
many cases, I'm having trouble already. You know, and I always told myself, hey, I'm pretty good at that, right? I promise you, I'm real. Maybe.
And it's like there was something that came up maybe sometime late last year of like this AI that had like generated like security cam footage of people in big boots, you know, kind of being like either like confronted by police or something. And that it's funny on the surface, but looking deep down, oh hey, yeah, who's to say somebody's not going to make a revenge deepfake of me, you know, punting a child like a football into a pizzeria? Like, you know, it's You know, there's a lot of dangers that can come from it. And of course, there's always going to be bad actors wherever you go. You know, it's inescapable. But trying to mitigate that and making sure that, you know, this is supposed to be used for, or, you know.
And I think it's gonna take not just the village, but the entire world. Though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, maybe, just maybe, this is going to help bring the world together a little bit more.
Possibly.
That's the way things are going. I wish I had more trust in humanity. Like that faith. I have all the faith, but the trust just is like.
It's really not. With everything kind of going down the drain and just slowly but surely kind of chipping away.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not. I don't...
It's not like we haven't like existential angst or anything.
Right.
It's just something that it doesn't worry me, but it does concern me because I mean, all of us, you know, we are so computer. I'm not gonna say addicted, but we have computers in our lives every single day. Like
Yeah.
90% of the entire world, and
I mean, we are really dependent on technology.
yeah, and I mean, imagine, you know, and God beware, if AI ever decides to go sentient. I mean, you know, who says that little sucker can't go and find, you know, some codes for nukes or something? And go, hey, let's play with a few rockets, you know.
And it's so funny because I just saw a video, little clip that Boston Dynamics, who do like the little robot dog, just had a full kind of robot. They have like this new like robot.
Yeah.
I guess Android or whatever they're wanting to call it. I don't know. And seeing that is like, oh hey, we're right around the corner from Terminator.
Did you see it jump and run?
Yeah, no, I saw it, like, I didn't see all of that, but I did see it, like its legs were just, like, twisted like a pretzel, and it, like, somehow stood up from that. I'm like, yes, we are about to have overlords, and it is not going to be fun.
Yeah, unless you spray them with water. I mean, Powerwash Simulator in real life. Terminator.
I mean, yeah, but there's that's only gonna work for so long in the world. Oh.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm sorry. I was like, dirty. I was doing things. I'm sorry.
I was like, I was just completely just out of it, completely like it was like still in the map. I'm like, oh wait a minute.
I just thought I'll take my leave. I'll keep talking. See if you notice that I'm gone. You noticed right away. I'm so proud of you.
Well, it's because I heard the sound. I'm not like still like in the map. Like I have like my menu up for it. I'm not like running around. But I'm still there.
Oh boy, Ian. That was flipping amazing. Thank you. I do have to kind of wind down the stream, but
hey, no problem.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being a part of this. This is a lot of fun.
Sorry, I had to wiggle my arms really heavy for like 10 seconds there.
All good.
But yeah, no, seriously, like in a few months, let's do that again or something.
For sure.
That'd be awesome. Yay. My bunnies, you guys are fluffing amazing. First of all, thank you for being here, for hanging around, for sticking around. I know this wasn't the usual format. I thought you could take a break by now. I mean, seriously. But honestly, I love you guys for being here. Thank you so much. We are, of course, going to raid somebody. I don't know who yet, because it's Wednesday and I never know. Ian, are you streaming?
Yes, I still am. Yes.
Cool, I'm coming over.
Okay. We'll do
streaming?
Here, we'll do a mega raid.
Sweet, I love it.
We'll try to find somebody here real quick. Okay, let's see who's live. What are we doing here?
Oh, and send me the link too if you would. Or
the
name.
Yeah, for sure. Give me just a moment. Oh, I thought
raid.
I was gonna say I thought what you were doing was raiding into me, and then we all conglomerately go into.
That's what I was thinking at first. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that. Yes. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna come over.
Okay.
Just a second.
Okay. Let's see. I have to wait for potential ads on this, but I have somebody here. Okay. No.
Incoming.
Okay. So get this ready, and I am going to.
He said, don't ever let them touch my
my gosh,
car.
alright,
You can take
whoever
my
could have
cash.
thought.
You could burn my house. You could force feed trash.
Oh
I'd
my
let you
goodness.
kick my
That's it's so funny. Like that doesn't happen very often. I don't get to hear my alerts very often. It's always fun hearing those. So welcome everybody. We're about to raid out to my buddy Serafins, who is another sort of good person I know from Twitch. He yeah, yes, now you can actually see the person that has been hanging out with me for the past few hours. Again, thank you, Meep, for this fun evening. This has been a lot of fun. I greatly appreciate all the support. And yeah, so we are going to go over and raid Seraphin. He's currently playing some Hitman World of Assassination. I don't know anything about Hitman other than Cue Ball Head. So Seraphin's is a really cool dude. He normally does like a lot of like Doom shooter type games. Meep, you're sweet. Thank you again for agreeing to do this and putting up with me. Quite frankly, this is a lot of fun. I will try to be live again either tomorrow or Friday. I'm gonna try finishing up on Halo. Let me do a sellout real quick before we. That's where you're gonna find me on Twitter, and then YouTube. I have some VODs up from past streams. Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, do I have the do I still have Kiedis up here?
Kiedis?
Ah, there it is. Oh my god, that's fun. I'm pretty sure I didn't have it on the other screen, but yeah. We are. Seraphin's actually inspired me to do that Kiedis one. So I will see you all later on. I will try to be live again on tomorrow or Friday. We'll see. But until then, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Meep, thank you. You're a great person. Let's go get this raid. Let's see y'all later.